Welcome to Hardly in Love. It is your host, Tyshawn Jackson, in here on a Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with my co-host, Ryan Ketchens.
I'm excited, man. So this is the thing. I keep getting so many people hit me up about the show. It's like their favorite show. And I think a lot of people are running to us from this show, not even from Hardly Initiated. So that's good news.
Man, it really is. And for the first time ever, because our initiates are not hip to what we're doing over here, we are actually going live on the Hardly Initiated page only for a limited time.
Yeah.
All right, just to let you guys know and inform you guys what we're doing on Hardly in Love. Y'all know what's happened on Hardly Initiated. It is transformed to a powerful transformational tool for your soul, for your healing, for your life, and everything else. But the dating and relationships has returned, family. And it's returned in an all-new style here on Hardly in Love. So welcome if it's your first time here.
Big
you
facts.
are officially a lover.
So we're about to have a good time tonight. So a couple of things I want to give y'all a shout about. So first thing is casting, guys. We are always looking for new singles. All you got to do is look on the screen. You see that little QR code, or you can go to hardlycasting.com. And this is the thing. You can always jump in because the phone lines on these episodes are open all night.
Yeah.
But we like to start off fresh with some singles. So filling out that casting form just makes everything so much easier. It probably takes like 2 or 3 minutes. Give us two or 3 minutes of your time.
60
You might
seconds.
get right. You might get a call from myself, Delano, or Tyshawn to cash you on the show. And of course, gotta give a special shout out to the show sponsors, Hardly in Love Dating Cards, guys.
Yeah.
We all put together 100 prompts of open-ended questions that are seriously ready to take your conversations and your dating life to the next level. All you got to do, support the channel, click the link in the description, and use LIVE. That's LIVE for 10% off your purchase.
There you go. Take action now. What you
Big
waiting
back.
for, y'all?
Shout out to all the lovers in the chat, guys. So drop a single if you're ready. This thing, if you an initiate, you still want to drop a single if you're ready for it. And don't be shy, guys. If you are watching on Hardly Initiated Live, you can literally come over to the sister channel, Hardly in Love, right now to join our lovers in the chat. And I want to go ahead and drop the rules for everybody that's not familiar. So tonight we're doing a single shout out. And single shout out is exclusively for all the lovers and the singles in the chat. It's everything about dating and relationships.
Yep.
So of course we're about to have a good time. This is once and always. Phone lines are open all night. So if you got something on your chest, all you got to do is join us and we will feature you on the channel. And of course, you get some live real-time feedback from the lovers in the chat. And this is the thing, guys. Every show features a mix of creative segments. Again, all centered around dating and being single. And all super chats over $10 get read live on air. And again, guys, live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. You heard it. I'm very excited. For those of you who are just now tuning in for the first time, we already about 7 episodes in. We've had several dating shows. We've had several matches. And you got to go back and catch up if you're unfamiliar. But today, we are featuring one of our matches here today because we need some good news. We got to figure out what's going on in the community.
Yeah.
I promise you, Hardly in Love will be one of the most incredible singles communities to come. I'm looking at the casting form, y'all. I'm seeing the type of people that are watching the show, from the quality and the caliber of individuals a part of this community. I'm excited. So today, let's actually go ahead and follow up with some incredible singles that we featured just a couple shows ago. All right, what I want to do first, before I bring them both up, I actually want to start here with my brother. I like to start with the brothers.
Yeah, we did that last time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That was good. So
like that.
Let's go ahead. Everybody drop a love in the chat for my brother here, Gauntlet. Drop a love in the chat.
We got G in the back.
Back to the show, Gauntlet. How you feeling, brother?
Hey, I'm feeling blessed, man. Thank you guys for having me back again.
Yeah. I want to catch the people up that missed the show.
Yeah, because G was an integral part, and our other guest in the back that's waiting to give us an update as well. So I won't say who that is yet, but G was an integral part of really everything that we putting on, because all of the guests that we've had on so far is the reason why the community continues to grow.
100%. And see, this in the particular episode, if you guys missed it, he was a desirable bachelor.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
He had options.
He had some options on this episode. In particular, it came down to the wire. 2 ladies actually both elected to want to walk away with G this night. And he made a tough decision.
Yeah.
And I want to catch up on that. I actually want to catch up on that, G, because we like to get the follow. We know for the people that watched it that you went ahead and you matched with Annastasia that episode. But what we want to know is everything that happened off camera, the things that we can't see. So when that show ended, all right, and I'm calling you G, Gauntlet, for those of you who just meet my brother Gauntlet. Matter of fact,
pull his profile up real quick.
Pull your profile up real quick. Gauntlet, give me your name, your age, and your location for the people unfamiliar.
Gauntlet Alexander. Atlanta's my location. My age is 43. And my IG page is Versace P, the official, for those who want to reach out.
There you have it. Okay. Now, walk me through this because, G, when you matched with Annastasia, catch me up with what happened when the show ended. How did you guys connect? Walk me through that experience.
Start from the beginning.
So as soon as cameras went off, of course, closed out the laptop, and then I picked up my phone and I went to my social, went to IG, and that's where I saw a message where Anastasia so kindly was like, hey, if you want to, talk, basically continue, reach out. And I reached out, and I think that night, actually, we ended up talking for maybe an hour and a half or so. Really good conversation, just basically getting a chance to honestly know her as a person, ask the general questions.
Hold on. Wait, slow down. After y'all got off the episode that night, y'all got on a phone conversation? It had to have been like midnight because it was a late night show. So y'all had an hour and a half conversation.
No, it was longer. It probably was closer to 3 to 4 hours.
Wow.
Wait, how you cut it down by 2 hours?
I had to stop and really, when you were talking, I was like, you know what? Because it was really all right. So the show lasted for what, maybe 2 hours, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But y'all remember, Ty and Rye, y'all remember there was a lot of information that was given.
Yeah.
But then there was a lot of stuff that was still missing because I never got a chance to really tap in with just Anastasia. So we got a chance to touch base over the duration of the show. And we also got a chance to touch base because she is an ATLian that by way, she used to live in Atlanta. So we had a lot of just flowing conversation.
I mean, wow. I like that. I take that pretty seriously. I mean,
they was up on the phone till 2-3 a.m. in the morning.
That's serious. I mean, we did throw the alley-oop.
We did.
We gave him just enough information to get connected, to stir up some interest.
Yeah.
And G, being a gentleman, he want to take it to the next level. He want to do some additional due diligence. So how did the conversation go? I mean, give us an idea, of what y'all talked about for 2 to 3 hours. What was happening?
That's what I'm saying. For me, I've become I don't even know how to really say. I'm Mr. Paraphrase. Let's start there. I know we spoke about the attraction. We spoke about the conversation. We spoke about the different personalities, the different people that were also a part of that whole event that night. So we touched on that. We touched on her being the mother that she is, the actual place of where she is now in Houston. Spoke about, of course, that's location Atlanta. She's definitely been a native in Atlanta for some years. We really got a chance. It was like everything about getting the chance to know her, and then she asked questions, getting the chance to know me. We didn't really go into anything too personal. It wasn't nothing foul play, nothing out of bounds. Everything was in balance. When I tell you, it was just like the first day of school type of energy. You get a chance to talk to somebody that you feel like you get a chance to know really well, and I was intrigued. So we just asked a lot of questions, but everything was very general. It was real clean. Now you ask her.
Now, Gauntlet, I want to ask you this because let's get into some of the emotions of it. How did you feel after that initial conversation with her? What were you feeling?
Oh no, I felt like she's a dope woman. You remember one thing people was talking about in that episode? Y'all remember the main thing, right?
Remind us.
Yeah.
All right. So the main thing was why would you pick her because of her stance on not waiting for marriage to have sex?
Yeah.
That
was very controversial.
It was.
No, that was the biggest controversial. It was almost like I saw and heard people in the comment section a whole bunch of comment counselors, man, whole bunch of savage situations. People were like, you spoke so well as a man of God, and all of a sudden, when it came to picking, why would you pick Anastasia? So a lot of that too, of us communicating the first go round, we just came off of controversy. So imagine being ridiculed, crucified in the comment section, being ridiculed for being a hypocrite. And we got to touch base on that too, because we really talked about our faith and what we stood for, and the way that we looked at the process that we were talking about as friendship, not just coming out the gate trying to put emotions in front of everything. It's like you can't just feel in love with somebody you don't know yet. So you do have to build from a place of what was intriguing and build from a foundation that's safe and solid. So we got a chance to really talk about pace, all that kind of stuff, friendship. It was just solid, but we came off the controversy. Y'all remember that now?
I do remember that. And you know, the lovers in the chat, they gonna get a little rowdy from time to time. You know, it's like that sometimes.
It is.
But it's only because they care about y'all and they want to make sure, you know, you making the right decisions. And to be honest with you.
Is that what it is?
Well, I would like to say that's what it is. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of people really would have loved to have had the courage like you and Annastasia to actually give themselves an opportunity to make a match on a big platform. So, you know, it can be a little judgment in there. It can be a little tricky.
I think that's all it was. It was a bunch of judgment. But let's do it. Let's keep it like this though. Check it out. Walk me through, how has the communication been after that? You stay on the phone with a sister for 2-3 hours the first night y'all match. How consistently have y'all spoken after that?
Nah, so we speak pretty much every day, and the way we speak is literally, it's encouraging, it's supportive. It's like, there's times where it's been a safe space to share. She'll share things with me, and I've learned a lot too. On better yet, she's given me the chance and opportunity to learn how to really listen and listen actively. So it's been all kind of conversations that's really about, like I said, a foundation. It's not about the pace of anything moving fast. She knows where my life is and where it's been, my last relationship, and she's been very generous and very considerate. So conversations is inspirational, is motivational. Sometimes it's educational. Sometimes it's correct. Like she's correcting me with some things that I could have said in a certain way, maybe a perspective. I've shared my perspective with her. She's received it. So we have no real way of hurting each other because we're so respectful in our process of being friends and honoring that. So we've been able to be honest. And if it's even just shooting the breeze, it could be a venting moment that could be shared. And it's like, okay, I hear you, I got you. So it's been really cool. It's been like a friend should be, like friends should be, that are intrigued, that are interested in knowing more about each other.
Ooh,
Okay.
my boy said every day.
Yeah.
Day on that conversation.
That's deep. That's deep.
Hey, you know what I want to do?
It sound good.
We gotta look.
Bring them out.
It's time to go ahead
Yeah.
and bring my sister Annastasia to the stage, Lionel, because I really want to hear her take on this relationship. 2 to 3 hours after the match, the conversation starting at midnight,
Right.
And now we talking every single day since then, which has probably been about 2 weeks solid since you guys matched.
It's incredible.
Can we bring Annastasia back on the stage here? What's up with you, sister? Everybody welcome Annastasia to the show here.
Anastasia looking vibrant over there.
I told her she got a different glow to her since the last time I seen her.
It's looking right.
It's that gauntlet glow.
G shining. He's shining.
So let me ask you this here, because I know you had something special happen in between time. You did celebrate a birthday, correct?
I did celebrate my 38th birthday on January 16th.
Everybody wish my sister happy birthday in the chat, but go ahead.
But even making things better, I got to spend my favorite thing to do for my birthday every year is to go to the aquarium. And I actually got to spend that with Gauntlet. So we went to the aquarium together for my birthday.
Nice. They really dating, talking, and doing all the right stuff.
The people that don't know, can you give me your age, your location?
Pull a profile up real quick.
And give me your location. Give me your age and your location, by the way.
So I'm 38 now, and I live in Houston, Texas. I lived in Atlanta for 13 years before I moved here.
So you flew into Atlanta to, be with Gauntlet.
Well, I flew into Atlanta to celebrate my birthday because I wanted to spend it with my best friend, but I saw Gauntlet on 3 different occasions while I was there.
On 3 different occasions.
And we ask people that if they open to dating long distance, And I guess they were very serious about it. So congratulations to y'all. That's dope.
I love this right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, can we just take a moment to give Harley and Love a hand clap?
Let's please do that. Let's please do that. Because we work hard for these moments right here.
It's excellent.
Absolutely. And you know, it's really interesting because I know you had a lot on your mind and on your chest. Because, you know, I know you felt after speaking to you, Annastasia, you felt like they was coming for your neck a little bit. You know, what's your thoughts about how everything went down and all the controversy that night, Annastasia?
So one of the biggest things that everybody came at, especially when I went back and read the comments, was the fact that I said, you know, I wanted to test drive a car before I purchased it. But they all missed the part where I said I was looking for commitment. And so one of the biggest commitments in life is marriage. And I did share that if I met somebody and they decided that it was time for us to wait till marriage, that's exactly what I was going to do. So me and Gauntlet decided, you know, we were going to take a non-traditional approach to dating and really start off as friends and be friends. And so imagine walking around the aquarium with somebody that you're heavily attracted to, and y'all not holding hands, y'all not hugged up, y'all not y'all just walking around like two people together, just shooting the breeze. And as you get to know somebody and you're cutting all of that off, it definitely drives you a little bit more to get to know that person. So I said, you know what? I said I could wait for commitment, but I think marriage is definitely something a little bit more worth striving for.
Wow.
So here's a question for both of you guys, because listen, I know you're early in the stages. Y'all still getting to know each other. You said, Gauntlet, that you wanted to make sure you focused on friendship, right? But just based on the qualities that you two have already seen in each other, obviously y'all in this honeymoon phase talking to each other every single day. Oh my goodness, I love it. But let me ask you, do you guys both see some of those foundational qualities that have potential for a long-term relationship between both of you?
You want to go first?
I will definitely go first. I think so. And the reason being is because, you know, it takes a lot as you build your friendship. And as you build that friendship, you get the opportunity to not only see each other in a raw sense, but then you get the chance to be able to not have this obligation. Like, I don't feel like I have to call him every day. I call him because I want to call him, because I want to talk to him, and vice versa. So you take a lot of that away, where you get the raw version of somebody. You get the chance to see them vulnerable. You get to see the chance of what you get when you talk to your friends. But then at the same time, I mean, even though we didn't hold hands and all that, I mean, I did get to share a kiss. So I earned that on my last visit. So
I like that.
Hold on, wait.
Look at you. Right.
You said
look at G. He like, hey, don't be telling the secrets now. G, let us know, man. You know, tell us more. Do you see potential in long-term commitment?
Man, I echo all the sentiments that Stasia literally said so articulately. I could not have said it any better, honestly. She has, put it this way, and I guess we're just gonna put it out here. Like, both of us been married before, so we understand what it looks like to be able to have gone through a season of what we believe was the top tier, the highest compliment you can be in or have, and not make it because of shortcomings and lessons that had to be learned, especially on my end. So ultimately, she has all of like wife qualities. Like, she's a very great friend. She's super smart. Her faith, we have the same faith. We're growing in the same faith. There's nothing that I don't think she can't do for the sake of making sure she's showing you how much she's into you by how she serves. She has a very servitude spirit. Like, for those who are just tuning in from the other Hardly Initiated platform, the original one, she's adopted two young girls since they were, how old were they when you adopted them?
When she passed away, they were 2 and 6 months old.
And now they're what, like 15 and 18?
About to be 16 and 18.
Incredible.
So that in itself, you know, for those who missed that one, this is a woman who is that selfless that she would take on the responsibility of being a mother, even to the point where she doesn't have her own even yet, but it's the fact that she has that heart and that's something that she is just there. Like you can't, you can't make that up. You can't fabricate that. That's just
Yeah.
the nature of who she is.
Honestly,
So
I agree with that. I mean, to adopt some kids, it takes a big heart to take that on.
Oh yeah.
And I respected that from the time I called you on the phone and you told me that in casting, Annastasia. That's admirable, to say the least. Now y'all are in a long distance relationship right now, and it's just inherent challenges.
friendship.
Hold on, don't put terms
Oh,
on it
I'm
yet.
sorry. No.
Well,
I said, you know what?
They get to
Okay.
know each other at
I'm
distance.
sorry.
At distance.
I'm sorry. Okay.
But-
y'all are in a long distance friendship right
sure.
now, and
That shit. Yeah.
it's just some challenges that come with enjoying somebody's time, not being able to see him as conveniently as you would like.
Right.
Having that distance put apart between you guys, having to be on the phone, which it don't seem like being on the phone is hard for y'all, but just even having to be on the phone. I've been in a long distance relationship, so I understand. Do you feel like that can pose an issue with where you guys are? Are you concerned about being in a long distance relationship, or is that not an issue?
No. And the reason why I say that is because, for one, it is nothing to hop a plane to Atlanta. There's enough tickets that, they're under $50 to be able to go for a weekend and stay in Atlanta. And I work
Very
remote, so it's nothing for me to be able to be like, I'm out. But at the same time, I mean, Gauntlet has a reason to go to Texas as well. So his son lives in Dallas, which is about 3 hours north. So, I think those things, especially when you want something to work and you definitely have the connection, you have the capability of making things happen. I think we as people have to choose what's important to us and what's not. And if this is something that's important to you, then you will put in that extra effort.
Now I want to hear from G, because because Annastasia, she sound pretty confident about this.
Facts.
But now G, me and Ty live in Atlanta too. There's a lot of distractions in Atlanta. A lot of stuff going on.
She got some options, I'm sure.
It's lots of
You see that man? Put that man photo up.
Pull it back up.
Put that
real
man
quick.
photo up real quick. Put that man photo up full screen.
Show the muscles. Show the muscles real quick.
Why are y'all like this, man?
so G, we just keeping it 1,000.
1,000. Wow.
We really just want to know, what's your take on this? With so much going on, with the things that you invested in, do you think that you'll be able to keep up with this pace and be able to continue to develop Annastasia in the way that she would appreciate and in a way that could potentially lead to long term?
So I won't be too deep, but I might just go a little bit there right now. Where it's concerned, what you just said, me and Annastasia have such a respect for our process of like friendship that we've already had certain conversations that could have been like, if we were quote unquote in a relationship with a title and our feelings were in the forefront and the cart was before the horse, we could have been done. Because you come out the gate and you want to, some people they tiptoe when it comes down to issues because your title. Immediately you don't want to be fired or demoted. So there's no place that we can go except up based off of the concrete, the foundation being solid. So that said, me and her, we speak on like what we need to be doing even individually, because our faith is what is keeping us from having sex before our discipline as well is what's keeping us from having sex before marriage. And I have purpose, she has purpose, she's working, I'm working. So I don't have any time to really be distracted on my own, much less like be just out here idle with time and wandering and having a wandering eye. I really believe like the work that has been put in even prior to meeting her for me, and I'm sure she can echo the same thing, has been solely about creating work that will build an equity for an investment that's worth it. So I'm not trying to waste work. I ain't trying to waste it. Like, bro, we got 38 and 43. Like, it's fourth quarter. I'm out here. I'm out here trying to play dollhouse and then with no girl. We're like talking about, okay, what does it look like to heal? What does it look like to manage the fact that my son is in Dallas and he about to be 17 in March, and folks think that that's an easy thing because they're getting older. Now it's more important to make sure that I'm there and he understands who I am, especially as he's so cognizant. She has the two amazing daughters. One is in Georgia and the other one is literally with her within the next couple of days. She's back around at the crib. So you have two adults having to really be in an adulting situation. So the long of it is what you're hearing, but the real truth is we're building such a friendship that, let's just say, anything is possible. So we're not building each other up to disappoint each other. We're hoping to build each other up or encourage each other so that there is a breakthrough for us to be able to say, okay, you know what, with the stuff that I've been having on my side, the level of trigger and trauma that came from my last relationship or divorce, I don't want to bring that over here. So I'm cleaning up that side. She cleaning up this side. We still stay in touch. We still keep each other motivated. She pulls up. That's great. It's like we have the ability to make something be beautiful, but we're not trying to mess it up just because it's like you in Texas and I'm in Atlanta and I'm just in my feelings right now. So would you marry me because I'm in my feelings? That don't even make sense.
I get that. I absolutely get that. And real quick, I just want to give a shout out to y'all because, Annastasia came in town. Y'all, seen each other 3-4 times over the weekend. And it sounds like, like you said, y'all waiting to marriage. So shout out to y'all for making it through the weekend without fleshly consideration. Because
it's gonna be a struggle every weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be a struggle every weekend.
But I'm hearing some things. Ty, he's digging deep, and I'm listening. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. But I did hear something I was very curious about. You called Annastasia Stasia.
Yeah.
Is that's the thing now? Is she Stasia?
All right. So she Stasia. I've always had a habit of like nicknaming people based off of their name. Like y'all Ryan Ty. It's not Ryan Tyshawn. It's Ryan Ty. Stasia, I call her Stace. She was like, "You're the only one who's ever called me Stace." But I think that's just the way I've been as a kid. Younger, I've always nicknamed everybody based off of their name. So.
Oh, so we on the same level. We on the same level as her, pretty much.
No,
it's on autopilot, man. It's been like that.
So Annastasia, let me ask you this then, because you did talk about that kiss, and I think she even said that she earned the kiss. Okay,
she said she earned that. I
heard that. So I want to get some detail on that, but I want you to explain two things. One, what does it mean when you say you earned the kiss, and two, how was the kiss?
So one of the, to be frank, one of the fears, especially we had a virgin on the last episode. So one of the biggest things you ask yourself is, okay, can I wait till marriage?
Right.
And so one of the biggest things is like, if you're a passionate person, you like passion. So it's always this fear of like, is this person as passionate as I am? So not to be too just, but like, when I say I earned it, meaning like we both really put in a lot of restraint. You could tell there was a lot of attraction between us because at one point my best friend was with us and he was like, "Oh yeah, y'all like each other." And so it's definitely like you could tell the attraction was there. So as you're sitting there and you're really trying to learn somebody and get to know them. And when I say I earned the kiss, it was just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We respect each other's boundaries, but the attraction is there. So let's see what this is really about. And the only reason I say it is, and that when you asked what it was like, I was kind of like, he might be on my level.
I ain't no earning me. I thought she'd probably spend that check, I ain't know what she was doing out there. Tricking or what?
We kept it PG, you know what I'm saying? We didn't go.
Okay.
Sure.
Hey, well, look,
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Big shout out everybody.
Yeah, that's good.
We got everybody drop a love bird in the chat because they came on as lovers and they left as love birds. Drop a love bird in the chat for our match here on Hardly in Love. And if you want to check out the full episode, you got to go to Hardly in Love. I know we're going live on Hardly Initiated tonight. Many of y'all are probably confused. What is this show? We just letting y'all know what we doing. Hardly in Love is in full effect. We're about 7 to 8 episodes in right now. We just did a follow-up with 2 of our previous matches, Gauntlet and Annastasia. She's in Houston. He's in Atlanta. And they on the phone every day making it happen. And it sounds like things are moving in the right direction. So big shout out to them. It is very hard to have and find genuine love and connection out here, y'all. It's hard. It's tough. So that's why Hardly in Love, we coming in here. We're going to try to fill a very tough gap because I know y'all be acting holier than thou in the chat, but sometimes them nights get lonely. And I know you would like to have somebody that you can really rock with. So if you would, Keep in mind, we got a casting form. Pull up the casting form for the people, y'all.
Yeah.
This is where you go ahead and sign up. It's right there in the description. Sign up. We would love to have you guys join us on the show. We are doing our dating show. We got an all new concept, a love circuit coming to you this Thursday. But tonight is the single shout out. If you're just getting in the building, this one we have a good time with the lovers. We go ahead, we catch up with our old matches. We catch up with our old lovers that came on the show. And we also drop a link so you can come backstage and join us. So can we please go ahead?
I'm going to go ahead and drop that link.
Let's go ahead and drop the link.
I'm
if you
catching up
guys
late
want
on
to
that
come
one.
in and join us, we'll make sure we have the link in there a little bit earlier next time.
Right.
But make sure you guys come backstage and come on here. We want to showcase the lovers we have such a beautiful community here, y'all. What we're cultivating here is an incredible singles community. It's going to be mature, sexy, fun, exciting, and we're going to put together some genuine connection here all throughout the duration of this, so you guys stay tuned.
But check this out. So real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the video call-in link in the Hardly in Love chat. So we got about 400 people, close to 400 people in the Hardly in Love chat. So shout out to all the lovers joining us in the chat. And now I'm going to go over to my initiates. We got about 300 people in that chat. Guys, if we can just get everybody in the same chat. So if you are currently on Hardly initiated right now, I am literally pinning the link to the top of Hardly Initiated. All you got to do is click that link, and it's going to bring you right over here to join the lovers in the chat. Because we need to go really combine these groups. We'll be at 700 in the chat because we're about to have a good time tonight. So y'all need to join the Hardly in Love chat ASAP.
Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. And my moderators, that link there, I want you guys dropping that link all night. And if you want to become a moderator, because we still constantly looking for good moderators on this new channel, show me that you're dedicated. Tell these folks to like the video and subscribe regularly. Drop that link regularly. And when we see you active in the chat, helping us grow the community, we'll go ahead and mod you up as well, as this is a new and growing community.
And all my lovers in the chat, listen, just disregard. Don't listen. It's one chat for y'all. The chat, if you are on Hardly in Love YouTube channel right now, you are absolutely in the right place. I'm talking to our initiates over in the other chat, and they are headed to this chat.
Yes, right now, guys, we have 30. What is it now? How many subscribers are currently on Hardly in Love?
We got almost 3,700. So let's hit 30. Let's hit 4,000 if it's possible.
Let's hit 4,000 tonight, family. Let's go ahead and do it. So help us do that as we are growing another mission here with the Hardly in Love platform. We got some singles already backstage that we want to go ahead and showcase. Everybody backstage, turn your cameras on, please. I need your cameras on so we can get ready to bring our people up that are sitting backstage. Go ahead, Ryan. What you about to say?
I was about to join some people in the Hardly Initiated chat, but I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna leave the judgmental folks alone.
Oh, that's what they're doing?
Well, you know, I think it's kind of weird. It's such a spectrum of Christians these days, and a spectrum of people of faith, I think. So I think honestly, some people just kind of at the point where anything dating
is sin.
Anything dating is sin.
They think dating is sin now.
Yeah, but you know that's kind of how it is. So I'm not even gonna address that. We just gonna stick to the people who understand that we having a good time, and single people can have a good time too.
Wow.
You know, so shout out to all the lovers in the chat. And again, initiates come over here and join.
Y'all gonna be living some lonely lives. Y'all think dating is sin. It's gonna be some lonely lives coming on.
How else do you meet people? You know?
I don't know, but we're gonna do it here in the best way we know how. In fact, I got a brother backstage. Let's bring my brother Izzy up here. I love showcasing the brothers of the community here. Izzy, welcome to Hardly in Love. What's popping with you, brother? You on mute, man. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself real quick.
What's going on? Happy to be here.
Bring them out.
What's popping with you, brother? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good. How y'all boys doing?
Oh, we good.
Yeah,
we good, brother.
He kind of look like Ice Cube a little bit, right?
Kind of got the ice. I can see that.
My childhood friend's mom says that.
I can see that. Kind of his son a little bit. Kind of like the son. Kind of like the son. Hey, check it out. For the people that don't know you, Izzy, go ahead, give me your age, your location, and your relationship status.
All right. So my name is Izzy. I am from St. Louis, Missouri, but I live in Houston, Texas. Okay. And I am 30 years old.
Okay. 30 years old. There you go. What's your relationship status?
Single.
And ever been married?
Never.
What about kids, Izzy?
No kids yet.
Okay.
When was your last relationship?
I had a situation a few months ago. It was like a little situationship, but I
Wait,
think
did
that's
you
about
say?
over
I
now.
think he said situationship. He was
No,
switching.
no.
No.
So Izzy, a few months ago, okay, situation. First off, tell us what made it a situationship. Like, why did you define it as a situationship?
Because me and her wasn't together, and it was just kind of like a bunch of back and forth. Not sex, got to throw that out there because I ain't trying to have the people at me, but just we were just dating as far as like going out, talking, texting, calling every day, that kind of thing.
Okay, but what was the deal? Was it her not interested in going a little further? Was it you, or how did that all work out?
I'm not gonna lie. I think honestly, I'm gonna put myself on blast. It low key might have been me a little bit. I
Okay.
feel like that I was kind of playing around, not as far as like. I think I just more so was trying to just like how I want to word this. I should have probably made the choice or made the initiative to like what we doing with this. I think it might be some rejection a little bit there. I ain't gonna lie, or fear of rejection a little bit. So just being honest.
I get that. I think, I mean, all of us, men and women, have fears of rejection. I don't think that ever really goes away.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to dive into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you were speaking to her, and I'm not trying to dive too much into your past relationship, but honestly, it is it tells a lot about you. But when you were speaking to her and y'all talking and y'all texting, I mean, was that not enough signs there for you to know that she was interested?
Yeah, it was. I think that I laugh because somebody say he was interested. No, I was though. It was a thing. I think that for me, I just am just like I said, afraid to just push further. And a lot of times, a lot of men are really like that. They just won't say it and they'll just kind of dance around it. But with me being somebody who already is a content creator and tries to hold myself accountable as much as possible, I think that it's almost like you just froze up almost. It's like you wanted to go there, but then it's like, I think it's kind of that fear of things changing because it's going to be stuff that's drastically different than what it was previously.
Now this is a good conversation we have in here now because some of the sisters communicate that the brothers around even that 30-year-old age they kind of unsure when it comes to long-term relationships. Are you ready for a serious long-term relationship right now?
I am now. I had before this last situation, it was one that was long distance in 2021, and she lived in Dallas, and that one, I live in Houston, so that was right around the corner. And I was a little younger then, and that's still them days of drinking, especially in Houston,
right.
Every weekend you at the club, every Sunday, Saturday at brunch, and it just was like she wanted to be serious, and I was just kind of like playing around. But where I'm at now, especially where my faith and stuff, I think it's about that time. Not, I don't want to say about that time because people say it's about that time like it's a clock that goes off. I think it's more so for me like just where I'm at now.
No, I know what you mean, brother.
It is about that time.
Yeah, like you get to a place where you ready to build something.
Right.
You ready to grow something. You ready to expand something. And because the casual life, it doesn't go far at all. And I'm curious because I don't think the ladies got a chance to know this because I love making sure I showcase my bachelors. How tall are you, brother?
6'3".
Oh, wow. Can we put
we got that one.
We gotta put his IG up. You got an IG? Can you share your IG with us?
We gotta put my bad. I'm tripping, fellas. I'm tripping tonight, y'all.
Let's pull your IG up. Izzy's cool. Izzy is cool.
Nah,
cool,
facts.
brother. And
Izzy's good.
30 years old, no kids, in the prime of your life.
Give us your Instagram out loud real quick, please, Izzy.
_ Izzy Bake Oven.
Izzy Bake Oven.
Izzy Bake Oven.
Is it unlocked? You got a private IG?
Yeah. It's unlocked.
There you go. Hold on one second. I'm pulling it up right now.
What you a chef or something? Izzy, what's going on?
No. It's a whole story behind the whole Izzy Baker thing.
What's under that? Hey, what's under that hat? What's under that hat?
No, I got hair. I just ain't got a haircut.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. You got a full head of hair.
I thought you was like Lil Ty down there. They ain't know we was cousins. They ain't know what was going on.
I'm crying.
I got it right here. I got it pulled up. So let's check it out here because my brother here. Okay.
Wait, we got to start from the top. You moving fast, bro. You moving fast.
Hold on. Let's start from the top then.
Okay, mental health ghostwriter and podcaster. Okay, a ghostwriter. Give us.
Yeah.
Oh, ghostwrite books, ebooks. Okay, so you pretty much build the like everything behind what the people actually bring to the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
dope.
There you go. There you go. You got
Now, this is the thing. You know, some of the ladies get a little apprehensive about dating the podcasters. You know, you can ask Ty and myself about that. So I mean,
as soon as you say
yeah.
podcast, be like, oh Lord,
Right,
here we go.
right. So what's your podcast about? You're not selling crack to the kids, are you?
No. So here's the thing with my podcast. I actually started my podcast before the hype. I started mine in 2018. Before it became like it seemed like around like the pandemic, everybody started. But my podcast is called PSA, the Mental Health Podcast. It's a podcast that caters to young millennial men who struggle with making healthy decisions. So on the podcast, I interview, it's some solo episodes, of course, but I interview those in the mental health and wellness space, therapists, nutritionists, anxiety coaches, things of that nature, upcoming rapper who just want to talk about his mental health. But those who I basically pick the brains of people on camera about these topics and things we struggle with, and it just goes from there.
That's actually really dope.
He doing something good for the community. Ladies.
Yeah,
And
and
see, he's trying to change lives out here, ladies.
after he changed his life, so
Right.
give us some idea, Izzy, in terms of what you looking for in a potential partner. Let the ladies know what's ideal for you.
Well, definitely she got to be a Christian. You know, a lot of people try to date people that's different religions. And I tell people all the time, if you're a Buddhist, date a Buddhist. You're a Christian, date a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make people convert. But definitely a woman who is, confident, definitely a woman who has a great sense of humor, who is about, I'm all for a woman. I love to see a working woman for sure. But in the same breath, I'm not going to say 50-50. I don't necessarily believe in that or going down that road to that. But because the man is supposed to spoil a woman. But even with that, women still spoil men too. They just may not be paying the bills, but they still taking care of the dude with other stuff. So people leave that out.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay.
I like women who are content creators because they kind of get that world. So, because sometimes it looks a little different. Like I had a discussion when I was at Podfest recently, and a lady was, this dude he was telling about his wife was like basically trying to say like he went out of town for a trip, but this is a a networking thing. So it was kind of like she didn't really understand it. So women who just kind of get that world of content creation and definitely understanding mental health. People think mental health, they think of mental illness. But the definition of mental health is the study of how we act, think, and feel. So although I'm not the expert, I'd like to go get the experts. And definitely a woman who is, I don't want to be cheesy and say know how to cook, because I can cook a little bit, but, definitely know how to cook. Definitely, I'm not going to say she got to go to the gym, but I would like, because I'm not the most fittest person. I'm definitely, I've lost 65 pounds.
Wow.
So those pictures are actually a little older.
Let's scroll back up to the recent photos and check out the date. I'm trying to see, what's in between the past few months, 90 days. That's what we want to look at.
This is what we got right here.
Okay.
27 weeks ago. 27 weeks. We going more recent.
So we talking about within 12 or so weeks.
4 weeks right here. This 4 weeks.
Okay.
4 weeks, my brother. And honestly, man, my brother, it looks like you into fashion. You look like you know how to dress. You taking care of yourself. I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I'm going to be honest, ladies. Listen, we're going to come backstage. I like, once the Bachelor shows himself on Hardly in Love, he's always a Bachelor on Hardly in Love. So, if you like what you see, let me know, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Come on here. You can send us a little chat in the Zoom. I like to have a little conversation with Izzy. We can make something happen. That's what this is about. Connection, collaboration. Okay. Yeah. You ever like the ladies? What do you think about the ladies that we bring on the show, Izzy? Is there any lady in particular that you had an eye for that you probably would like to?
I'm not going to lie. They all, I haven't seen an ugly one. They all very attractive. Nobody... All of them are very attractive, and I like that the fact that no matter where they are spiritually, they're at least growing. So whether they're a babe or whether they're mature, you can definitely tell like the main goal is still Christ. So that's really where I'm at right now, especially too.
I like Izzy, man. Izzy is cool.
Izzy's cool.
It actually surprised me that you said you were apprehensive with the young lady because you come off as confident. So I guess that must have been something going on with her in particular. So, we'll just leave her in the past.
Well, Harley in Love just got my dog confident over these last few weeks.
So we're gonna find you somebody just right. Ladies, listen, if you digging Izzy, all you gotta do is click the link in the description and you can jump in the back and get your opportunities to speak to him.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. They all backstage. They all backstage right now. Backstage is popping. We got the link in the description.
Yeah.
Moderators, drop the link for the people that don't know how they can go ahead and join the chat. Let's go ahead and join that chat. Come backstage, my lovers.
And guys, very important. What we want you to do, super chats all night. Anything over $10, we're gonna read live on there. But while we got these singles coming up, why don't you just go ahead and send over a super chat if you got a question or concern? Because sometimes me and Tyshawn miss out on the big questions. So if you want to make sure we stay on point, all you got to do, put the name of the person that you got the question for, send it over. We're gonna read it live on there to make sure that we address all your concerns for these singles. And shout out to Izzy.
I heard somebody in there say, "Where's Slave of Christ with the super chats?" Y'all can't be banking on Slave of Christ. Y'all got to send the super chats over. Keep the conversation flowing.
Let me tell you, Slave of Christ.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cashing out on the super chat.
And honestly, just really great as far as the questions he asked. Just really great super chats all the time.
And the comments is funny.
Absolutely.
But guys, we got about 300 people in the Hardly Initiated chat, and we got almost 500. We broke a record this past Thursday, and we had 900 in the chat.
Yep,
900 in the chat, guys. Let's get to 1,000 tonight. We almost an hour in. I know after 9 o'clock it pumps up. It's gonna jump up about 300 at 9 o'clock. I guess y'all like the late night. But everybody that's right now watching on Hardly Initiated, we want you to go look at the top of the chat. It's a YouTube link. We want you to click that link, and that's gonna bring you over to the sister channel Hardly in Love, which is everything about dating, relationships, and singles. And this is the thing, relationships is how we got our bones in content creating.
It is.
So it's only right that we started a channel specifically dedicated to dating.
I mean, because this is one of the biggest problems in our community, man.
Yeah.
It's our families, it's our relationships. It's dating, it's connecting, it's finding people who align with our values, our morals, with our vision. And it's very, very hard to do. So we we took it upon ourselves. We're going to build a community ourselves. They say it ain't out there. We're going to build it ourselves. All right?
I agree with that. And honestly, a lot of the stuff is a little bit too ratchet for me.
It's a lot of ratchetry out here.
But the people that we have, they like people my speed.
Absolutely.
You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
And this platform ain't going to be no more ratchet than me. Right?
Exactly. But we're a little edgy.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. But that's all good. We got some people backstage coming up. I want to bring one of my sisters up, man. Can I go ahead? Let's bring this sister been patient backstage. She was actually backstage for quite some time. Bring Miss Nelly up on this joint. Like she already smiling in the back.
You put a miss on it.
I mean, she put a miss on it.
Okay.
Let's get her name when she come up here. What's up with you, Miss Nelly?
Hello. I'm good. How are you guys?
We doing
I'm
good.
blessed.
That accent coming in.
It's an accent there, right? Wait, Miss Nelly, it's like a little lag on you. What you got, that Boost Mobile Wi-Fi? Oh no.
I'm trying to play my Wi-Fi.
She got that delay on her. Baby, we got to get you some really good Wi-Fi. Hey, everybody send some super chats over for Nelly Wi-Fi.
Right. She might actually be in the South America.
Yeah. Where you at? Because this Wi-Fi not hitting. I might have to put you backstage. It's like a little 3-4 second lag on it. What's going on with it? Where you at?
Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and sign up with my phone.
All right, look. Miss Nelly, look. Go. Hold on, wait. Go backstage real quick, Miss Nelly.
She getting on the phone real quick.
Yeah. Go backstage.
Get on that phone, Miss Nelly. We'll bring you back up.
Get it back here. We got Ruth backstage. Bring Ruth up here real quick. Y'all bet. Look, I need 4G. Nothing less than 4G, y'all. All right.
Shout out to Dre.
Fiber plugs in.
Shout out to Dre in the chat and all the mods in the chat. I think Olivia was going in there. Janelle been going in on both. She on both, jumping from both chats, holding it down. So shout out to all the mods.
Shout out to the mods right now, really putting in that work right now. We got Ruth on here. Welcome to Hardly in Love, Ruth. How you doing, sister?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We doing good, Ruth.
We doing good. Ruth, go ahead and introduce yourself to the lovers in the chat.
Beautiful smile, Ruth.
Give me your name, your age, and your location.
Best money well spent, okay? Because I had braces for like 2 years. So.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so I am Ruth. I live in Dallas, Texas, but I'm from Florida, Orlando, Florida. I'm 37, single, no kids. What else? I'm a project manager by trade. And what else do you want to know? I don't know.
Ruth, I'm looking at that. All I can see is here and up. And I just got a feeling you got some height on you. How tall are you, Ruth?
I'm like 5'7", a little over 5'7".
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5'7", that's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's tall. That's taller for a woman.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Do you find, what's your height preference on these guys?
I mean, I would prefer if you can look at my father in the eye and he's 6'2".
Oh,
But-
come on, Ruth. You discriminating like
But,
that?
but no.
What's the
But
height
if I-
minimum? Give me the minimum.
Minimum is 5'10".
5'10".
Man.
Minimum is
So,
5'10".
so the 5'9" brothers ain't got a shot.
You heard that, Lano? We out. We out, Lano. We out. Nothing we can do, Lano. We out of there. Okay, Ruth, I see you. I see you coming disrespecting us on the platform.
I mean, I've given the short kings a chance, and they fumble every time. So
Wow.
I decided to stick to my minimum.
What is it about the short guys that you say they fumble? What is it about them?
So from what I've heard is that shorter men enjoy dating taller women because it attracts other women. So it's like you kind of step outside of your standard and your boundary, and then they mess it up. So I'm just kind of, I don't necessarily want to do that again.
Wow.
So hold on. You had a brother who was dating you just to be more attractive to you. Experienced that, or because you said I heard that. Did you hear it or you experienced it?
And was he shorter than you, or was he just shorter than 5'10"?
He was short. We were about the same height. He might have been like 5'6". And he was interested, and we had a candid conversation about, I'm not necessarily into shorter men, but I did ask him, like, because I was actually impressed that he was bold enough to like really kind of come after me. And so he explained that he normally goes for taller women, like that's all he dates, because either women want to know, other women want to know, why is this tall woman with you? You must have money. And then men are also looking at you like, oh, he must have money in order to be with her. So it was more so about attracting, like what it looked like, attracting other women, and then of course the respect of men. So
wait, hold on. I'm laughing at this because Ruth really tried this dude up. So Ruth, he comes up to you. He expresses interest, and in return, you let him know, I don't typically date short dudes.
He asked why. I declined, and then he asked why, and I told him I'll keep it real with you. Like, I don't necessarily date short men or men who are shorter than me.
Ruth,
it's just an attractive piece. No, I'm very blunt. Like, I don't want to waste anyone's time. But it's just an attraction thing for me. Like, I'm attracted to men who are taller than me because it makes me feel like you're bigger than me.
I don't want no scrub.
Yeah,
It's clear.
That's the real thing. The sexual polarity and attraction that comes from the height difference is scientific.
It's unmatched.
Yeah.
It's really unmatched. Honestly, I like the way Ruth talked. Though we might have to get Ruth on one of these dating shows.
Because Ruth goes like,
Ruth is that's short for ruthless.
You little.
She's ruthless. That's what Ruth is. Ruth. Okay. So while we on the page of keeping it real. You look, just by the way you speak, your demeanor, I can tell you got your business together. You're in project management, correct?
Correct.
Will you date a brother that's making less income than yourself?
Yeah, that's one of the things that like I don't have a specific number around like what I would date. I think the quality of man that I typically like anyways just wouldn't be stuck at a certain number, right? So for me, it's about like evolution. Like, are you consistently improving yourself? And finances are part of that. So I haven't always made great money, like it took me time to kind of get to where I am. So I don't necessarily have a number, but I do know that like, you just kind of know there's a certain quality about a man when he's ambitious that he's like, I mean, there's no other option but to, have a good quality of life.
Interesting. Okay. And Ruth, what about kids? You want kids?
I do, like tomorrow.
Understood.
It'd be like that. I mean, what's the situation? When was your last relationship, Ruth?
Last kind of.
And by the way, Ruth, while you telling me this, give me an Instagram so I could pull your IG up and start looking at it while I'm talking to you. So what's your IG?
Thing. I'm not on IG anymore. Like I got off in September because I was on a little sabbatical. I was fasting, and I just never got back on. I didn't really feel like it.
Well, so what's the best way?
What you on?
I'm on TikTok.
Okay, there you go.
Pull up TikTok.
You doing one of them little TikTok dances?
Not really.
Okay.
I have a few TikToks. If you look up, it's The Lovers Lane, The Lovers LAINE.
What's that about?
Hold on.
I used to have a blog. Yeah.
Okay. Because what it is, Ruth, we just want to get like a full body idea of exactly how you look.
And, I mean, and not even that. I just want to get a good brand of what's going on. The Lovers Lane, LANE.
LAINE.
LAINE. And what?
Yeah.
The Lovers Lane. And is that all together?
Yeah.
I'll tell you when I got to pull it up, Lano.
And I don't think we got this. Ruth, did we get what you're looking for in a man?
No, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I feel like someone who is kind, respectful, is intentional. I absolutely a Christian. That's a deal breaker for me as well. Someone who's fun, forward thinking. Like I'm an intellectual, so I do love to have like deep conversations. So if you can string a couple words and sentences together, that'd be great. What else? Someone who's just not a stick in the mud, like you can have a good time, with some discretion. Someone chill as well. Like I'm pretty laid back.
Okay. And when was your last relationship?
Probably in 2019.
That was some time ago.
It was some time ago.
Yeah. What have you been doing since? Have you been dating, or did you take a break, or what's been the situation?
I think I took a break. I mean, if I'm very honest, like I just haven't put in the effort to date as much. And then I don't know, I just haven't been living life. And then I woke up and years went by and I was still single. So I'm trying to be more intentional. But the thing is, like, I hate the dating apps. Dallas is very small. So either, I don't know, everyone I come across, either it's already kind of muddy. The water's already muddy. Someone's dated someone. Everyone's dated each other, basically. And it's just a really small pool here, too. So I don't know. I'm just trying to position myself in different arenas outside of the dating apps. And then I'm very candid with people when I meet them. Like, hey, I'm single if you know anybody.
Wow. So, okay.
She trying to get matched up. That's what's going down.
I like that. Like I
said, I'm trying to be intentional this time around.
Tell us the guy that you're looking for. I mean, what age range does he fall into?
Gosh. Okay, so I tend to like them younger, but it's not working for me. So
younger, like what?
The youngest I dated recently was 30, and that didn't work out. But the youngest I'll probably go now is like 32, I think. 32, 33, I feel like that's a kind of a good range for a man to kind of feel secure and feel like, grounded in themselves. And then the oldest will probably like 44.
Okay.
So what is it about the younger guys though? Like why is it that you have a preference for the younger guys?
They're fun. They're fun. They aim to please. They're not as guarded and not as like tainted, I guess, by life. Like, I don't know. I just feel like older men, especially, they kind of come off a little bitter sometimes, whether it's, I don't know if it's their dating experience or the case. Of the younger ones, they're just full of life. They're just, they're open, they're ready. And I need someone who can kind of keep up.
Now, if I
shots fired on my older brother, shots fired.
If me and Ty said something like that, we'd be misogynist. but I understand what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying. And I've heard a lot of ladies say that. They say like the older guys, they just kind of got these old spirits about themselves.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. Like the minute they hit that threshold of 40, it's like the jeans start getting some creases in there. The draw slower. The conversation. I'm sorry.
They just lose all swag. All swagger goes right out the window.
But you gotta work hard at that to keep it going.
To keep
young, that youthful
to try
spirit.
to keep fly. Because young is really it's a mindset.
Yeah, ladies got to work hard at that too now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, both.
So, like, I don't feel my age. I have to remind myself a lot. Like, I'm 37. Like, we're grown now, but I don't know what it is. Like, they call me Miss Ruth a lot, and I just, it makes me feel old.
Auntie Ruth.
I don't know why they doing that. Why you think they doing that, Ruth? Yeah.
I think I don't know. It's something about the mid-40s. They just Miss Ruth. I don't know if it's just. I think they're just being polite, but
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Have you been watching the Harley and Love episodes, or are you new to Harley and Love right now?
I'm new. I'm new to Harley and Love. I'm not new to Harley Initiated.
Understood. Well, look, keep an eye out for the bachelors that we bringing on. All the bachelors that we bringing on are available. You know, me and Ryan are the matchmakers of the platform here. So anything you like, we like, and we could potentially make happen. You might even need to go to the episodes in the back. You've seen Gauntlet, you know what I'm saying? It came on episode. We bringing some brothers on here. We bringing some brothers on here.
Okay, we'll see what else
In fact, you might need to want to be on here on Thursday. We doing a men's panel. Ladies, we doing a men's panel this upcoming Thursday. I got them brothers, them bachelors coming up on this joint. So it's going to be a very, very good time. So y'all want to tune in for that one.
Big facts. And go ahead and call in, guys. I'm going to drop that video link in the chat again, and I'm going to pin it to the top if you're in the Harley in Love chat. And to everybody that's in the Harley Initiated chat, and again, shout out to my initiates. I'm going to pin the YouTube link to this live stream on the Harley and Love platform, guys. It's a completely different YouTube channel with a completely different viewership, subscribership, and content. So it's all about dating. It's all about relationships and single and finding matches. So, guys, I'm going to pin that link to the top of the chat. All I want you to do is click it, because right now we got about over 300 people in the Harley Initiated chat, and then the main chat for the night, the Harley and Love platform, we just hit 500. So shout out to the 500 lovers in the chat.
500 lovers is in the chat, and we only getting started, guys. Very, very, very excited about what's happening here. Ruth, thank you so much for coming up on here, having a good time with us. Promise me you're going to stay active in the community, okay? Don't fade to black. I want you to stay here with us. It's a community, Ruth, okay?
I got you. Just keep bringing the bachelors. That's it.
You know what?
This was your introduction.
Right,
this was your introduction to the community. This was a strategic play having you here, Ruth, okay? So make sure. I would like to see you on Thursday. You in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Man, Houston and Dallas is like, it's crazy.
I've heard that what she said about Dallas quite a bit, just a smaller community. But it is some dope black people in Dallas. But Houston is my favorite.
No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, check it out, Ruth. You be absolutely blessed with it. We're going to go ahead and keep bringing these lovers up on here backstage. You guys go ahead and join backstage. The link is in the chat. Keep dropping it. First of all, I got some very consistent brothers that I see. I want to just take a minute out to give a shout out to some of the lovers that I've been seeing be consistent. I see Nolan in the chat being consistent. I see Joshua in the chat being consistent. I see Brandon in the chat being consistent. First of all, I want y'all to become, actual, lovers.
Join the membership.
Get a badge next to your name. At least swag out. You know what I'm saying? While y'all in here.
And
but even more than that,
the emojis getting ready to drop soon too.
Oh, the emojis dropping. I love that. But even more than that, fellas, I want y'all to come backstage, man. Let's go ahead. I really like just meeting my brothers, a part of the community here. It's easy, especially while it's small here. We got a super chat that came in. Let's read that before we bring the next person.
Can we bring Nelly back up? And shout out to Southern Belle, who is an official initiate. She got that white badge, so she brand new to it.
Oh,
she really an inaugural member. She really an inaugural member, guys. We literally have about 10 members, I think. So, guys, join. Yeah. Southern Belle says, I've noticed a lot for men over 40 are more guarded, too serious, and lack spontaneity. My best relationships were guys a little bit younger than myself, and I'm 44.
Wow.
So the younger fellas, I wonder what Southern Belle's consider a little younger. Is that like 40, like 38?
She said a little younger than myself, and I'm 44.
Yeah, so I guess it's like 5 years. Is that a little younger? You think?
I can imagine probably. She probably swinging for that sweet spot under 40.
Shout out to Joshua. Joshua. He did not find. Listen, Joshua did not find a match last week, but I'm confident. Because some real life ladies told me they watched the show and they like Joshua.
Oh, Josh, I heard a lot of ladies was actually choosing on you. The chat. It's a lot of group think and mob work in here.
Work.
But big shout out to my brother Josh, man. I'm really rooting for my brother Josh. Come backstage anytime you want.
Yeah, anytime.
Anytime you want to come backstage. Rock it out. Come backstage here with us. And go ahead and bring my sister Nelly up here.
Shout out to Southern Belle. She said under 40. That's what she like.
She said she like it under 40?
Nelly is back.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Oh,
yeah,
really good.
That's that.
Yeah,
what? You got that
speedy.
that's that 5G.
Listen, stop trying to play my Wi-Fi.
What's up with you? I hear that. I hear this accent. Where you from?
I am Dominican from the Bronx, but I live in Dallas right now.
Okay.
She got that Cardi B going on
Dally
right
right
there.
now.
She got that Cardi B
Dally right
going on
now.
right there. I hear. I hear. Give me your name.
I'm the holy version of Cardi B.
The holy
holy
version of
version.
Cardi B.
Okay. What? Okay.
I didn't think that could exist right there. The holy version of Cardi B. Hold on.
Yeah,
This for you right here.
So Nelly, I'm curious about that. What makes you the holy version?
I don't know, because I'm a Christian.
Okay.
And I no longer speak like her. Before I met Christ, I used to be a potty mouth, and Cardi B was my girl. But now that I met Christ, I don't do that no more.
And how old are you, by the way, Nelly?
I'm 35.
Okay. When did you start really getting this? Getting it all together?
About 3 years ago, end
3 years
of
ago.
2021.
Wow. Okay. And I'm curious about this, kind of off track a little bit, but that art, is that you?
Yes,
Okay. So is that what you full time do? Or is it a hobby?
this is just a hobby. It came with the gifts of the Holy Spirit. After I started following God and refocusing myself, He started gifting me all of these talents that I don't know where it came from.
Incredible. Okay.
So God opened up the talents, the box of gifts that keep giving.
Took that ratchet up out of her and gave her some gifts.
Yep. No, you got to make room for the talent. You got to make room. So she did that. Congratulations.
That's true. That's absolutely true. You got some kids?
Yes, I have 2 kids. I have a daughter who's 18 and is currently pregnant, so I'm about to be a grandma. And I have an 11-year-old son.
Okay. Well,
Grandma's
listen,
getting finer and finer out here. I tell you that
I'm
much.
telling you, it's getting out of control out here. Okay. And when was your last relationship?
About 3 years ago.
Wow. Okay. Well, let me ask you this, because you said you found God 3 years ago, got out of this relationship 3 years ago. Did those things kind of come together? Did one inspire the other?
Yes. When you start finding God starts removing things from you, and this was very toxic, very not godly, and I started praying for God to remove him, and He did. That was mid 2021. Then by the end of 2021, I met somebody who was really good. He was older. I do like older men. I think older men are what's up. But God told me that he wasn't it. He was the most good thing that has happened to me in a long time. I dated him for a few months, but he was in the midst of getting a divorce. So it wasn't it for me.
Understood. And you said you like older men. Give us some more details. I'll let you speak for yourself. What's the age range?
45 to 50-ish.
This is good news for the older brothers.
45 to 50.
So this
I've
is like
never heard 45 to 50, by the way.
Well, this is
coming from a preferred age range, just to be clear.
Well, it's 10 to 15 years. So
I don't
she's
care.
added additional
No,
5.
when women get up there, they start going backwards. That's what they start doing.
Okay, now this is interesting, Nelly. So let us know where the preferred age range, why is that your preference?
Every relationship or situationship I've been with have always been older men. I think that they just know what they want. People that are older, they more settle, and I always liked older men.
Have you liked any of the brothers that we brought up? Well, have you been tuned into what we've been doing here these last couple episodes?
No, yesterday I watched the first episode, so I still have to do some catching up. But I like what I'm seeing so far.
Okay. And so we gotta get some
older brothers, right? I mean, we brought Benny on. Benny was like the star older brother.
Yeah.
I didn't see Benny.
But hold on, wait. You like Chocolate Brothers?
Yes, I do.
Is that like your preference?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
That's good news.
That's really good news.
Yeah. I just assume I always assume.
If you watch a Hall Initiated, you like Chocolate Brothers.
You like Chocolate Church, Chocolate Cake, Chocolate Brothers, everything chocolate.
Everything chocolate.
Everything chocolate.
Yes.
This is good news.
Nelly, why is that? What started? When did chocolate hit your palate?
Always. I think the only person that I've been with that hasn't been a chocolate person is my daughter's father. He's Dominican. Other than that, I've always been with black men.
Okay.
Understood.
There you go. So the brothers, listen.
Never
y'all
went
see
back.
what's going on. Y'all can come backstage if you want, brothers.
Yeah.
The link is right here in the chat. So any of my brothers, we got some very beautiful women in here.
Well, I got to see, because I guess we got a little bit, but Nelly, give us a little bit more of what you're looking for in a man.
And before you do that, give me your IG real quick, Nelly.
All right. It's MISZ like zebra, N, the number 3, LLY, the number 4, the letter U.
Wait, first of all, why you gave us? Come on now.
What she give you?
This project of a name that you got here? But I found it. Let's pull it up. Let's see what we got here. Model, dancer, painter, baker, recruiter, leader, and future wifey. She letting them know when she stand with it.
You got to put that in there.
And don't forget Jesus. It's all in there. Everything about it is all in there, packed tight. Well, who in this vape right here?
Well, that was my life before Christ.
Wait. This is you?
Yes.
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me. This is you?
This is incredible. I thought that was somebody else.
No, this is a transformation.
Nelly, you should do it on the other show.
Hold on.
This is incredible. So how much? Oh, I see. The diet, the vaping, all of that factored into the, kind of your lifestyle, the weight. How much weight did you lose?
I was 413 pounds.
No, you
Oh my goodness.
I just don't believe that.
413.
Because I'm looking at you now. You glowing. You look healthy. I can see your facial features real nice. You look completely.
You look like you ain't
different.
nothing but like 140, 145
and
right
you
now.
look like you've always been like
140.
that.
You 140?
Thank you. Yes.
You went from 410 to 140. How long did that take?
I got gastric sleeve 2021, and I've been on a journey of losing weight. So from 2021 to now.
Wow.
Yo, everybody
That's incredible.
put transform in the chat right now. I want to see transform in the chat.
Man, let me tell you, that last dude, he heard.
Oh yeah, no, he don't deserve. Because if he started with this woman right here, I'm looking at the top left, he don't even know what to do with this other one. Like they different people. We need
to get that I'm delivered on this one.
Oh yeah,
we got to get that. We got to add that on.
That wasn't the right sound for this right
that's
here.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's the old Nelly. That's the old Nelly. She on that new now.
Nah, she is on that new. This is because look at this woman. What do people say when they see you now?
People don't believe it. Even my family, they're like, I don't remember you that way. Like, yeah.
Yo, it takes an incredible amount of discipline because even I know a lot of people that get the gastric sleeve, they end up relapsing. A lot of them end up relapsing because they just, they never develop the habits of discipline of, eating right and, fighting their flesh essentially. Mm-hmm. So for you to be able,
it all started with prayer, sorry that I interrupt you. It just all started with prayer. Once you ask the Holy Spirit to help you, he will literally help you. That's what happened with me. I was in the lowest part of my life and I couldn't even afford to get the gastric sleeve. And that's how I started asking God, please help me to lose weight. I promise you that I will try a relationship with you. And he was like, bet. That's how he arrested me and transformed my life. Inside out.
He sure did.
I'm proud of you. I'm super proud of you, Nelly. Shout out to you, man. I'm inspired actually. I'm hitting the gym tomorrow with a different energy tomorrow.
Absolutely. And Nelly, we getting ready to let you go in a second, but before we do, and we're gonna find somebody for you, Nelly, for sure. We're gonna find because the brothers, the 50-year-old brothers, they like a 35. That's a young thing. Right there.
Yeah,
they like that.
For sure.
So that's gonna be easy for us, Nelly. So real quick, give us some of the attributes and some of the characteristics that you're looking for in a potential partner.
He must love Jesus. He must be submitted to Christ. Not like, I believe in Christ. I'm in a journey of spirituality. That's cute for some, but I am looking for purpose. I believe that being together is to fulfill God's purpose here on earth. So I'm looking for somebody that is searching for his purpose, who is searching for his perfect match. Somebody that knows what he wants, not somebody that is just trying to see what's up.
And let me ask you this. Let's keep it real a little bit. Tell me about these qualities, right? Because it seems like you in shape now. Is it important to you that this is now also a brother who's fit?
No.
Okay, so fitness.
All of this is superficial. I'm looking for somebody that is more connected to God and is submitted to God, because then the Holy Spirit is the perfect match. He will tell us if we are a match, if there is purpose for each other. All of this will pass.
I think, man, I'm gonna make a call, man, because I just feel like
Who you got? Who you got in mind?
I really think Benny will be dope.
Well,
Let me ask you: there's a height requirement?
Mm-mm.
Well, let me ask you. Actually, I think this is important. I think it's important.
Go ahead.
Now, we got a brother that loves Jesus, but now he is a virgin. He's 48 years old. He's a virgin.
He's never had sex.
Yes, he's never had sex. 48 years old. Is that something, just that alone? Is that something that you might be open to?
That sounds like a lie.
No. No, Nelly. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Don't you doubt the Holy Spirit. Don't you do that.
So yes, it does indeed sound like a lie. But, well, I can't put. I mean, I don't know.
Sound like a lie.
It does sound like a lie, but it's not a lie. It's not a lie. I truly believe that he's serious. He's a PK kid or a PK.
Yeah.
So he grew up as a pastor's kid. His parents have been married, for 30, 40 some odd years. So this is kind of, how he is. He's a handsome brother, confident brother. I'm sure he has no problem. He's calling him right now. I'm sure he has no problem with having a conversation with you. But is that something that you might be open to?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
The journey of waiting, so we can both virgin together.
I don't know.
I like that.
I'm trying to be aggressive because I'm very aggressive. So I'm like literally calling the brother now.
Listen to the phone ring.
Forwarded to an automatic message.
Leave a voicemail for him.
I'm gonna leave a little message. I'm gonna need a little message.
Well, Nelly, we gonna make something shake, and if it's not Benny, then it'll be another eligible brother. So be patient with us. Hang tight in the back, and we'll see about bringing you over. We find somebody, and if not, of course, we got every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:00. We looking, okay?
All right. Well, they got my Instagram. They can just hit the DM. But before you hit my DM, please pray and ask the Holy Spirit. Let the Holy Spirit guide you. Thank you very much.
Say pray on that.
She said pray on this brother here.
I like Nelly.
Hey, no, Nelly, let me tell you something. Again, I'm super proud of you, Nelly. I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud of you. Just stay backstage for me. I don't know. Maybe we can make some things happen. Just stay backstage for me, please, Nelly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, later, Nelly.
And, it's kind of wild. I mean, I feel like at least every episode we have one like literally life-changing transformation.
No, we do.
That comes up. I don't know if that's just a part of the community, if that's just what people own, but or Harley and Love just attract those people who really making major things happen in their life. But that was really dope, man.
No, it was incredibly dope. It was incredibly dope. Those things really inspired me, man. The community, you guys inspire me. I love hearing about you guys' testimonies and transformations. We're gonna keep getting it going. By the way, for everybody that just got in here, it's single shout out tonight.
Right.
It's Tuesday night here, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hardly in Love will be going live. So anybody on any other channel, I want you to come here and join us on Tuesday and Thursday nights. What just got to you?
You know what? See, guys, so y'all really got to send over these super chats. So y'all really lucky that we digging into these things, because I think they talking about Benny or Terrell. I forgot about T, man. I forgot about Terrell.
Why am I going blank?
Pastor Terrell.
Oh,
yeah. He really loves Jesus.
Pastor Terrell? Why we didn't think of Pastor Terrell?
I don't know. I think that's a good match.
How we didn't?
He's in her age range. He's cool. I feel like
that's a pastor.
And where's he from?
And they both got big transformations.
Yeah, and I feel like Pastor Terrell, he's from Jersey.
I don't know where Pastor Terrell from.
I gotta think about that, but they kind of got that, from upstate.
And they got that edge. It's an edge to him.
I agree with you.
They got an edge to him. Hold on, wait. I'm calling Pastor Terrell right now. This how we do, y'all. This is what Harley and Love is gonna be. Y'all not gonna really be used to something like this. So it's dialing right now. I don't even know if this is legal. Pastor Terrell, just so we could be clear, I have you on live right now on Harley and Love. We love you on Harley and Love, so I had to hit you up. How you doing tonight,
We got
brother?
you live, Pastor T.
Man, I'm blessed. What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Man, Pastor T, listen, I have a really, incredible woman that I know I'm jumping in the middle of your night. I would just like for you to hop on and just see if we could potentially have a conversation for just a few minutes if you available and open. I know it's, you know, intrusive, but what's your schedule looking like tonight, brother?
I could be on in a few minutes.
Let's get it.
Thank you, Pastor T. We love you.
Yeah, you touched that. I said anytime y'all need me, the answer is yes.
You did say that.
Yeah,
You're keeping your word. He's a man of his word, ladies.
And he's an integral community member at this point. Like Pastor Terrell got a whole storyline.
At this point.
He got a whole storyline.
Now he does. Hey, Pastor T, listen, you got the link. It's that same link. Just jump back in when you get a chance.
Okay.
All right. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. We about to have a little fun up on this joint tonight. So
I'm actually dropping a poll real quick. Do y'all think Terrell or Benny is the right match for Nelly?
And by the way, because for those of you who missed it, Harley initiated. I know my initiates ain't here. We actually did a 6-woman panel. We had one brother date 6 ladies, and it comes to find out, the brother was a pastor, Pastor Terrell. It was an incredible episode. I encourage everybody to go back and watch it. Super entertaining. A lot you can learn. A lot of great perspective, and it's really, really fun to watch. He had a match at the end, but it was a turn of events. We kind of caught up on that on the last episode. But let me tell you, we got some incredible singles. Even if that's like a part of dating, y'all. So a part of dating, you know, two people can be great people and it just not work. It just not be aligned. That doesn't say anything bad about the people. But look, if the match and the connection ain't working, ain't no relationship.
Keep it moving.
People still on the marketplace.
Keep it moving.
So we're going to go ahead and do what we here to do tonight.
And we already want to know tonight because we got G and Annastasia. Or I should say G and Stace.
No, so just to be clear, I think Benny is 54 years old. And Pastor Terrell, I think
44.
he's 40, could be 44.
I think 44.
I think 44 too.
Wait, Benny is how old?
I think Benny's 54, right?
I thought Benny was 48.
Am I tripping? Okay.
All right, we got to do some research.
We got to do some research.
Pull up the menu.
We have
Let's see these ages and names up in here and where these folks from so we can get it right.
Ladies, we got a delicious menu of brothers. That's hilarious.
Hey, please listen. Please don't. Some of these, I feel like some of these clips gonna be big pause.
Yeah, don't clip this stuff. Don't be taking parts of that and be like, see, I knew them hardly initiated boys. None of that. All right, y'all know how we rolling. All right,
exactly.
Y'all know how we rolling. But check it out. The ladies saying, the ladies in there. First of all, it's like 5 different ages for Benny right now. Okay, I butchered his age at 54. We still got some people backstage. I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm going to bring one of my sisters up backstage. Until everybody, if you have not come up on stage yet, turn your cameras on. It is the single shout out. We showcasing our singles in the community. It is Hardly in Love Tuesday night. Yeah. If you want to come backstage, please, I need all of my beautiful moderators to drop the link for you to come up and join us tonight. Jaslene, turn your camera on for me, sweetheart. Turn that thing on. All right. We got to go ahead and stay ready. So we ain't got to get ready. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all don't feel what I'm saying. All right. Hey, bring my sister Jazz up real quick while we go ahead and get Pastor Terrell cooked up backstage. Bring my sister Jazz up. Yeah, them eyes got big. You on the stage here, Jazz. What's up with you, sister?
Hi.
What's
are
up,
you gentlemen doing?
We doing good, Jazz. Welcome to the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Jazz, give me your, I got your name. Give me your age, your location, and your relationship status.
So I just made 30. My birthday was in November. I am in Duluth, so I'm in Georgia, and I'm single.
She's single
and in Duluth. This is good because a lot of lovers in Atlanta.
And I just like when the ladies are on the outskirts.
Oh yeah.
You know, when I hear women in Duluth,
wholesome.
Women in Smyrna, women in Mableton, you know, women in Hapeville. Mm-hmm. I just like the outskirts because that just lets me know you ain't in all this mess over here in the city. It's a lot of mess going on, and she out the way with it. So big shout out to you. You got some babies?
I have one.
How old, Jazz?
He's 9.
Okay, got a 9-year-old. And Jazz, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'5", 5'6".
Okay.
Okay, 5556.
Yeah. And when was your last relationship?
Oh my gosh. 2020.
Oh, it was a minute ago. How long was it?
Yeah. It wasn't too long, maybe like 9 months to a year.
Okay. And why did that one end?
It's complicated. We lived on two different sides of the city, and so I think it was kind of hard for us to, well, I feel like if he really wanted to, he could have made it work. But we weren't able to see each other as often as I would have liked.
Okay. You feel like he could have made it work. So that brother that was a little low key shade. You got to catch the low key shade. It was his fault. He really wasn't putting in that work.
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't raised to pursue. So I feel like if you find a woman that you really feel is worth it, you'd make the drive, you make it work. You put forth the effort.
That's straight up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's straight up right
agree
there.
with that.
So let's talk about the brother that you typically, like to go for here. Is there an age requirement?
I typically date older, but I have had a few interesting, surprising experiences with younger guys. But my preference tends to be older.
What's the age? What's the age range?
I don't know if I have an age range. I would say like 15, 20 years maybe.
Wait, 15, 20 years up?
Yeah.
Wow. So
hold on, wait.
What's the math on that? What's the math on that?
You how old?
I just made 30.
So you willing to go up to 50?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. Wow. Okay, hold on. Y'all get me confused on the math. So Jazz, you said you 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 15 plus 20.
Okay.
If it's 15, or she said 15 to 20.
Okay,
so I just went to the highest.
45 to 50.
45 to 50 years old.
Wow, this is
I mean, he doesn't have to be 45. I'll date, and if they're in their 30s as well. I don't know. When you said like what age limit, I don't have necessarily an age limit.
I like that.
Incredible. What, is there a height limit?
As long as he's taller than me.
Okay, that's easy to do.
Man, Jazz said
you 5'5",
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All we gotta do is get a 5'6" brother, and we good on here.
Yeah, I think that's
I would like to wear heels sometimes.
See, women always be throwing these. They always say that, and it's a contingencies on it.
Contingencies.
And by the way, I like 6-inch heels, so he got to be 6 foot.
Now, so far, Jazz is pretty flexible with this. So Jazz, what about the income?
Ooh, that's tricky. I would say I don't mind, but in my experience, because I make a decent amount of money, I think I would like for them to be ambitious, even if they don't have it, to have a mindset of wanting to be successful, just because in my past experiences, if they're not making the same amount, they can feel intimidated.
Interesting. Okay. So he can make less money than you. Let's be clear. He can, or he cannot.
If he's a confident man, yes.
Okay.
If he's secure.
Okay. So he just gotta be one of them.
Say it with your chest.
He just gotta really be, a whole man when he's showing up in the world. I like that. I like that. And you're not dating. You're not even outside looking for this brother right now.
No, I mean, I've had guys come up to me, so I have, people that are, pursuing, but I'm not necessarily searching, if that makes sense.
What's your IG real quick, Jazz? I'm sorry. Give me your IG real quick so I can watch it while you speak.
Oh, gosh. It's Naronci, so it's spelled Naronci.
Naroncei. Awesome. Okay, I got to pull it up here.
Pull it up real quick. And what's the problem with those other dudes, Jazz?
Alignment. I feel their walk with God. The lack of me feeling like they could lead.
Okay. And hold on, wait, Ryan, I'm scrolling. Ask the questions while I scroll.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I'm trying to take a good look at the video.
we sizing you up right now.
Right.
We sizing you up right now so we can just get a good feel for what your personal life look like right here. Because that's the thing, a lot of my sisters, they're not very active in the dating market. They're not really out here meeting guys, and it's tricky because I get it. You got a child. Is it a son?
Mm-hmm.
You got a son. You got a career, and you got to find these brothers. Are you on dating apps?
I was. The last guy turned out to be I don't like to use the word stalker, but it was really intense. So I try to steer away from dating apps.
Where do guys typically approach you? Because you said guys approach you. A lot of ladies are not having success being approached. Where are they approaching you at?
Anywhere. I have a dog. I could be walking my dog. I could be going for a jog. I can be out with my friends, having brunch at church.
Okay.
I've had guys pull up at a red light. So.
Oh, okay. Jazz said she pulled.
Oh, she can. Oh, Jazz.
You said
so Jazz got that. She got that energy. So
Right.
they busting U-turns for my girl Jazz right here in the streets.
Near car accidents.
So you don't have any problem attracting men. Are you attracting a certain kind of man? Like what's the situation?
I think so. I feel like, I don't know. I haven't found the type of men that I'm interested in at this stage in my life.
Interesting. Well, Jazz, I'm not gonna lie. You seem like you're taking care of yourself. You seem very healthy. I mean, you look like you're probably working out at this point in your life. Men are already approaching you. It seems financially stable. So you seem very matchable from what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing some big future, some big potential in your future being matched here on Hardly in Love. So I wouldn't be surprised if some things pop off. So just stay active in the community, Jazz, because I think there's some questions I'm not asking because I'm just
I just feel like I'm missing something, Jazz, because you got the guys. I mean, you saying that you don't have problems being approached. I'm just really trying to figure out, like, are the guys just too broke? Like what's the situation? Do you have like one of these like high expensive lifestyles? Like what's the real issue?
No, I'm just in a season in my life where I want something real. I don't want to play games. I don't want to date casually. I don't necessarily want to have to bring him to God. I mean, I'm open to it, but I would love if he already has a relationship and can lead me. And it's kind of been my experience, where I'm the one kind of leading them to God and trying to get them to have a relationship. So I just want a God-fearing man.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it. Okay. Well, Jazz, we gonna have this men's panel on Thursday. Okay, just could you just make some time out your busy schedule and just pull up on us?
I know, that's why I had to come today because
we're gonna find you somebody though, Jazz.
I'm sorry?
I said we're gonna find you somebody.
Okay.
Listen, Jazz, we got you. Stay a part of this Hardly in Love community. Brothers, y'all listen, we bringing some great women up on here, brothers. Y'all just come backstage. If anybody likes any of the ladies they see, y'all can always come up. First of all, Jazz, she's not a stranger to getting hollered at. So you better come, with your game tight.
Unless.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all better come with it tight. But other than that, Jazz, listen, I'm going to let you go here. It was a beautiful opportunity to get to meet you here tonight. Glad to meet all my lovers here in the A. Y'all know Hardly Initiated and Hardly in Love is right here in Atlanta. So don't be surprised if we start having some mixes here where we can move and we can shake a little bit. Just be ready to go ahead and pop them heels on so you can come outside, okay?
Right.
Sounds good.
There you go.
Appreciate you, Jazz. And I want to read some of these super chats real quick. Shout out to Diadem119 says, where are the later dater men, 55 to 65? okay, we got to find you somebody. We gonna look for these brothers. I didn't know it was such a market for these brothers. So I see
crazy.
now we got to get them. We got to start recruiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got some big news for everybody.
You got T in the back.
Pastor Terrell just popped up in the back.
Okay, good.
Pastor Terrell just pulled up to the party tonight, y'all.
Hold on, let me get these out. For some reason, I've been missing these. But guys, I'm about to get on it. Shout out to the King's daughter. She says, I'm in Buckhead, and I am not in the mess. King's daughter, you got to get up here so you can prove it. Shout out to Slave for Christ, who sent the question in for Ruth. Is Ruth still in the back?
Slave for Christ in the building. I don't even know if she's still here.
We got to save.
No, that's not Ruth. That's Jazz.
No, it says Ruth. This is a question for Ruth.
Yes, he's question for Jazz. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the one that say question for Jazz. He dropping multiple questions.
See, we missed that. See, and it just came in right after we let her go. We got to ask.
I think this was probably before anyway.
Nah, it literally just came in. We got to figure out how to get.
No, he just asked the question for Jazz just now.
Gotcha.
I'm reading it right now. He says, Jasmine, question. Since you have a son, what is the relationship with his father, and how would a man interested in you be restricted on any disciplinary actions that his father would be allowed to? That is an incredible question, Slave. Of Christ. You can't just call him Slave.
Trying to shorten it up.
I'm trying to shorten it.
You can't call him Christ
and I can't call him Christ either. You got to say the whole name. Slave of Christ.
Right.
All right, so my bad on missing that one. You can go ahead and read the other ones.
But that was the other one. The other one was for Ruth.
Read it, though. Read it. What was it?
He had a question for Ruth. Says, if you had a son who was around 40 to 45, if he was presented with a woman such as yourself and a woman who is 28 to 30 that has the same character as yourself but isn't as established career-wise, who would you recommend?
Hey, by the way, Ruth.
Now, that's some brain teaser for you.
We can have some fun. Ruth and Jazz, stay backstage. If y'all still here, we could bring y'all back up and ask.
Great.
My girl, the King's daughter, she said, I'm in Buckhead. And
I got that one. I read that one.
Yeah, it's a mess. Honestly, Buckhead is a mess. You're right about that. I'm 100% sure and agree on that one there.
So Slave for Christ, just man, I'm gonna just watch out for Slave for Christ in the chat.
Absolutely.
Just whatever they got going on, because these some good questions.
Yo, bring the OG Pastor Terrell on the stage here. It's a turtleneck kind of night right now.
Hey, yo, y'all just coming in from a day. I'm coming in from having a great day. Business meetings went amazing, of course. So when you call me, I'm like, let's go.
There you go.
He's shining too. Look at it. Check out the piece on the left ear. Real
I
player.
I see it. Hey, you're looking healthy tonight, Terrell.
Definitely.
You're looking very healthy tonight. We glad to have you back. We had to, we had to put the bat symbol in the sky and get you on here because we had a very impressive woman come on here, with an incredible testimony that actually inspired me, a few other people in the chat, and might I add, she's beautiful. And
was it the one that was just on?
Her too. She's beautiful as well. But no, this was a sister that actually came on prior.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to see if we can make some shake now.
Let's just bring him face to face. And Pastor T, he's not, shy from asking the questions to get to identify if, she might be somebody that is up his alley. So we just gonna let Pastor T do the talking.
The ladies in chat, they liking that turtleneck. All right, they liking the turtleneck.
Yeah.
Hey,
he's
so
smooth with it.
Go ahead. Can you bring? And by the way, you could turn your camera on, sister. Turn your camera on for me because she trying to hold back. She don't want to reveal yet.
Yeah.
Turn your camera on, Nelly. Hey, bring Nelly up here so we can go ahead and have a conversation together.
And Nelly ain't scared either. She gonna get to know what she need to get to know.
So what's up, Nelly? Welcome back to Hardly in Love. I went ahead and listen. Again, I don't have any expectations. All I know is Pastor Terrell is a very thorough brother. He is an incredible leader and communicator. He literally is a pastor, and I have enjoyed my conversation and interactions with him personally, and I'm hoping you will as well. Pastor Terrell, I'm going to fade to black. I'm going to let you have a conversation. This beautiful young lady here, by the way, her name is Nelly.
What's up, Nelly?
What's up? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Wonderful. I see that beautiful smile, beautiful skin. Okay.
Thank you.
So what's up? What brought you on Hardly in Love? Are you hardly in love?
Looking.
Okay.
Not yet.
So let me ask you this. Obviously, we're all on here. We want love. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the biggest reason why you haven't ran into what you're looking for?
I'm always home. the main point. I don't really go anywhere other than work. And I do believe that God is the perfect matchmaker. So I've made a lot of personal bad decisions. I think my picker is wrong. So I have submitted that to God and just waiting for God to be my matchmaker.
Wonderful. Okay. So what would you say that you bring to the table in a relationship? What would you?
Well, I am the table.
Okay.
That was the right thing to say.
What's on the table?
Um,
What's on the table?
um, I'm a provider. I am some. I'm a wife before having the husband, so I definitely know how to run a house. I've been a single mom my entire life. My daughter's 18. I've never had anybody be with me. I work. I am an amazing cook. I am a good listener. I have great qualities. Yes.
And how would you describe your relationship with Christ? How does that look practically?
Well, God is my Lord and Savior. For the past 3 years, I have submitted my life to God. I no longer do the things that I want to do. I no longer do the things that it's me. I submit everything to God. The Bible says to not lean on my own understanding, and I have taken Proverbs 3:5 personal, and everything that I do, I submit to Him so He can direct my path.
Okay. And you do know he wants you to enjoy your life as well.
Of course.
So we can have life and have it more abundantly. He wants us, a lot of people think that Christianity is boring and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fun. He's people think God doesn't have a personality. I just had a conversation with him the other day. He said something that was so funny to me. And I'm like, that's where we get our personality from him. You know what I'm saying? So one more last question. I don't want to make this like an interrogation, but this is how I get to know by asking questions. The biggest take nowadays is on this 50-50 thing. What is your take on the 50-50 standard within a relationship?
100% agree. I've always been the sole provider of everything in my house. So I think not putting all the burden on the men having to pay everything. Why? If I'm able to work, we're able to combine our income and, be you pay, I pay. We become one. So it's no more, it shouldn't be a 50-50 thing. We are, once we become one, we are 100. So our income is our income. It's no longer what I bring or what you bring. Is we become one.
Okay. So you would exclude any percentages and just serve.
Mhm.
Okay. Wonderful. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
And what are your hobbies? Do you have any specific fun hobbies that you do on occasion?
Yep, I paint. I love painting. I am a dancer. I'm a worship dancer. So when I'm bored, I just worship. Worship is my weapon, and it just works for me. I paint most of the time. I'm a
Okay.
baker too, so I bake. I like baking. I have a lot of hobbies.
Okay. And would you say when was the last relationship you had?
End of 2021.
Okay. So you've been single for about 4 years. Do you mind me asking what made it in?
What you mean? What made it in?
Why do you guys didn't work?
Well, the Holy Spirit told me to let that go. He was in the process of getting divorced. Amazing human being. I would have been married now, but he was in the process of getting divorced, and God told me that's not your husband. And once I started listening to God, I started listening to God, and because He knows what's best for me, I had to part ways.
That's all I needed to hear because just a little bit about me, the biggest challenge I've been having, I don't have many non-negotiables. I only have one. My only non-negotiable is if that person has a personal relationship with Jesus. And I'm not talking based on I do this, I'm a good person. Do you know him intimately? Can you hear his voice? And I even go deeper. Not that you talk to him, can you hear him? Do you sit and have listening prayers? Let me tell you something that God told me one day. He said, son, what do you think is more important? 1,000 words from you to me or one word from me to you? And it blew my mind because it's like we think that us talking to God is so important, but it's not. God doesn't need information. He has all the information. he wants to disperse information into us. So I'm learning to hear, be swift to hear and slow to speak. So that's amazing because most women that I've tried to date, they say they have a relationship with God, but it's really a religious practice. They really don't know him. They can't tell me about intimate moments with him. So, okay, that last answer did it for me. That lets me know.
I'm sorry, Pastor Terrell. I want to interject here because I think a very important thing to note as well. Because Nelly, where you located?
I'm in Dallas area.
Okay, Nelly's in Dallas. You in Atlanta? That's a little ways. I mean, Pastor Terrell, you know, I don't know the kind of woman that you want with the work and the mission that you on. Is it an issue that a woman might be in a different state?
That can be challenging because I'm the type of person, I like intimacy, not just, you know, of course, intimacy is inner, but also I like that companionship to wherever we can spend time. That's how you build with somebody. I've never dated long distance. Now I'm open to it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how that will work because I'm so used to being, you know what I'm saying, with that person together in the same city. So I would be open to it though, but I'm not canceling it out.
And
Okay.
I want to hear from Nelly too, because Nelly was turned up a bit ago, and Nelly, I didn't really, you know, you kind of was a little brief in the conversation. Didn't hear, you know, any questions from you. So what are your thoughts in general? Okay, did you have any questions, anything like that, Nelly?
No questions.
Well, I'm curious about that, Nelly, because, you know, I can imagine if you're dating somebody, you would be curious. Why is the reason you don't have any questions? Is it, do you feel like there might not necessarily, do you have all the information you need as far as your attraction goes? Do you feel like you might not necessarily feel the spark or connection that you would like?
My light just went off. Sorry. I don't know. I'm put on the spot. I would need like a more intimate, you know, trying to get to know somebody. This is
Spontaneous.
yeah.
Now here's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Here's the thing.
We're not trying to send y'all on a
I'm
date
not,
or nothing
yeah,
like that.
listen,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to send you to the altar.
Right.
I think more so, I just want to gauge whether or not you do have some further interest because, you know, obviously the biggest conversation and the most important conversations won't happen on Hardly in Love. It'll happen when you guys log out and continue. But I would, you know, I think the most important thing to figure out is, are you interested in having further conversation offline?
Well, I sense hesitation from him when you ask about the long distance. You know, it's something that doesn't sound like he is really, you know, it's not his preference because of the distance. I wouldn't mind getting to know you if that's something that.
Again, I'm open to it. I wouldn't. Again, I'm very direct. If I don't want to do something, I won't do it. I'm open to that. I've never done it before. And again, I'm a spontaneous person. Like I'll try new things, and that's the wonderful thing about growing in life as a man. I'm open to trying new things. I'm not closed off like that. So I'm
Well,
open.
can I ask you since have you been married before?
Yes.
Okay. You divorced? How long?
Probably almost 17 years ago.
What was your biggest lesson from your marriage and divorce?
Not to rush.
Mhm.
Person.
Okay. So if you do find somebody that you are interested in, you know, after your prayer, the Holy Spirit tells you to go ahead, what is the no rush? What are you looking for to, how long is that?
I wouldn't put a time limit on it. Here's what I've learned. Friendship, a lot of people pass up the friendship stage. That's the most important stage because when that's the yoke that you're building, when the Bible talks about being evenly yoked, and you have that number one, the spiritual yoke and that friendship bond when times are rough, because people think that relationships don't have issues. Every married couple I know been married 30, 40, 50 years. They've almost faced divorce a few times, but that yoke kept them together, that
Mhm.
friend. And what I learned is to build that first. Don't rush the process in building the friendship. You know,
Mhm.
because
Of
once
course.
friendship, that's where the bond starts, and everything else will take its course after that.
Okay. Very good.
Come on, you can ask me some more.
No, I like how Nelly came with it.
See, Nelly, I can tell Nelly's just generally a little shy, and this is a very unusual way, to connect. Yes. Obviously, it's we on the internet, we on Hardly in Love, and most ladies are just generally reserved, and I can tell Nelly probably is as well. And I think what we can do is we can mislead, her not asking questions or whatever, the nervous body language, as her not necessarily being interested. But, it's just a lot of nerves. And let me not speak for you, Nelly. How you feeling right now? You feeling some nerves right now? You're nervous at this point in time in this conversation?
Yes, I am very nervous.
I know.
And I have to add, you asked me earlier about the chocolate. When you mentioned the gentleman, I thought you was bringing me a chocolate gentleman.
Oh. Most light-skinned women like chocolate men. That's what I was going to ask her too.
Yeah, that's crazy. So we asking the wrong questions right now.
Yes,
we talking about Christ. We need to be talking about chocolate.
Right. We brought on melanated. We didn't bring on chocolate.
Oh man.
Yeah, but she said, Pastor T, trust me, they do me the same way.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I don't listen. That's one
thing.
No,
but I don't ask people out just for that. It's just, he was talking chocolate earlier, so in my brain I was thinking chocolate.
That's a good point.
What the Lord shared with me the other day, y'all. Y'all heard the story about the guy who got stuck in his house, and it was a flood, and he was in his house, and he prayed to God for him to save him, and he had a vision in his head with God's hand coming down from heaven saving him. And then his neighbor came by with a truck to pick him up. And he said, no, I'm waiting on the hand of God to save me. And then then the flood started to come up, and then he sent the boat. The boat said, come on, jump in the boat, get away from the flood. And he said, no, I'm waiting on the hand of God to save me. Then a helicopter came, and then he was like, I'm still waiting on the hand of God to come save me. And then he died. And then he got to heaven, and he asked God, why did I die? He said, well, I sent you. I gave you a vision. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to save you, but the moral of the story is sometimes things don't happen or come in packages exactly the way we want them. Sometimes something is going to be off. The person won't be perfect. Something may be off. That doesn't mean it's not the person that God sent you. That's something I'm learning and something that God shared with me.
Hey, he said sometimes the boat is a light-skinned boat that try to come save you when you drown.
So the thing is, but this you silly.
Sometimes it's a light-skinned helicopter that come by and save you when you're drowning, Nelly.
Hey, y'all cool. Listen, shout out to Nelly and shout out to Pastor T for coming up here having some courage to have a conversation. And this is
some fun with us,
and
man.
Let me tell you, the chat is just going crazy. We're almost at 800 people, but the chat loves this. We just love to look at people in real time.
It's a real life situation. We did not set this up, by the way. This is as natural as Hardly in Love gets right here.
Yeah, but we do got some decisions to make. Okay, we do got some decisions to make, and like I said, we're not trying to sing y'all out, but the decision is interested or not interested, and why. So who you want to start with?
And by the way, and when we say interested, we mean interested in just having further conversation offline and to further in a relationship, because there's no reason to waste people's time. We grown up. We know what we like. Okay.
So this is for both of y'all. So Nelly, if you need some darker variety of chocolate, we can continue to find that. Pastor T, if you need somebody more local, we can continue to find that. Mm-hmm. Or do we potentially have some interest here? So who you want to start with? Because we need some answers.
I mean, I got to start with my girl Nelly, because Nelly pretty much at this point, she said, no chocolate. No chocolate. Okay? Poquito chocolate. Poquito. Nelly, what's up with you? We gonna have a conversation with this brother offline or not?
I wouldn't mind.
So I get what she's saying. She's saying it's Pastor T's decision to make. Pastor T.
No. Let me make sure that's what it is.
Oh, okay. Let
me make sure, because when you say when you say I don't mind.
Saying.
Okay, that is what you're saying. It's really you're interested as long as he's interested.
The man, she looking for a leader.
A leader like 4 cups.
I believe that God is very intentional. So I wouldn't know. I can't just say no or yes because I don't know him. Maybe a conversation off may lead to something more, or maybe it won't. So I wouldn't mind. but he, you know, as a man, he is the one that has to make that decision. I am a submissive, 100%.
Oh, did you see? Did you see?
Oh, 100. I'm looking for the right button to press right now. Oh, here you go. I found it right here.
I like that. I like that. That's how I like all my ladies. Just like, yes, sir.
Absolutely. She said, Captain, Lieutenant, what are we doing? All right. What are we doing?
We're gonna have this conversation. Let's do it. I'm with it. Let's go.
No.
Okay. So Pastor T, you listen. You know how to get in touch with. I'm gonna have Tyshawn send you over to IG, and
Absolutely.
you know, let you get the smooth operation on. So maybe that could lead to a phone number or whatever.
Yes,
you know,
check
y'all
your
like to do
Nelly.
these
Check
days.
your Instagram. I'm gonna send Pastor T your IG so he can connect with you there. In fact, can you just say your Instagram out loud one more time for me so I can send it over to him?
MISC. I had to write it down. MISZN3LLY, the number 4 and the letter U.
And Nelly, could you just remind us of what any fella that plans to hit your DMs needs to do before he does so?
They need to speak to the Holy Spirit and they say, Holy Spirit, should I proceed? Is this it? Is this not it? Go to the Holy Spirit before you go to anybody's DM, not just my DM.
And they need to go baptize themselves in some chocolate real quick before they slide up in
They don't
that
have
joint
to
too.
do all of that.
But we got an exception tonight.
Yeah, I like these two. As individuals. So I'm hoping that maybe something could spark up. You know, once you remove the awkwardness of being in front of 1,000 people online.
No, absolutely. I get that it is. So I love all my my lovers that come up here and have these conversations with us. Because, man, it's so much we learn from these interactions. You know, we learn how to talk to people. We learn how to date. We learn questions to ask. You know, we learn body language. And we learn just a lot about the people in our community. So big shout out to y'all. Pastor T, thank you so much for just being the man you are, man. Pulling up, giving me a word, just coming on the spot. You said I can call you when we can, and we called you on the spot. So big shout out to you. And Nelly, thank you for showing up the way you did as well.
Right. I like both of them. Both of them, listen, if it don't work, both of y'all are continue to be invited. We gonna make it work. There's some good personalities.
Y'all invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
Y'all invited to the cookout. The singles, y'all see what goes down
Let's
on
keep
the
it rolling.
single shout out tonight. We got a couple more people backstage. Actually, we only
Big
got
facts.
one more person backstage.
And I'm going to close this out real quick. I'm going to close out this poll. Who's the right match for Nelly, Benny, or Terrell? 76% of the chat says Terrell. So that means the lovers in the chat are rooting for Nelly and Terrell to, at minimum, make a connection. So hopefully that happens. And if not, guys, listen, we're going to continue to shoot our shot. Listen. If one don't work out, throw the fish back in the water and we keep it moving.
Absolutely, baby. We actually got my sister back here. She was just on HI, and now she over here.
Is that Z?
On HIL. Nah, we got practitioner her backstage. Bring her up here on the stage. What's up with you, practitioner her? How you doing, beautiful?
Hey.
Incredible to see you here.
Delayed. Am I?
No, it's not too. It's
no,
not too
you
bad.
good.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, you good. You good. If it just because, in case people don't know who you are, give me your name, your age, and your location.
My name is Renisha. I am 37 and I live here in Houston, Texas.
Houston in the building.
Yes, and fun fact, we actually met Renisha in person at one of our really first and only live events that we did out in Houston. This was last March, and this was dope. And she's dope. She's dope. You were dope. Thank you for calling in.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had a good time.
And by the way, I'm assuming relationship status, single.
I'm single. My last relationship ended in September.
Okay.
Now you got them. You got them. That residue off your shirt. Is it still on your shirt?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
There's no residue.
Now, do you mind me asking you how you met the last guy?
See what happened was actually he might be watching. Anyhow, I met the guy at your event when you came to Houston. We met at the event. It was interesting because we both swiped right on each other on Hinge, and it wasn't until we met in person. It was like we messaged each other. It was like, you the same person? Are you so and so? So it was awkward, but it was interesting. We hit it off right away. So.
Wow.
We been matchmaking.
It's crazy. That's solid.
Been doing that.
That's solid.
I love that.
Well, look. Hopefully, he is watching. And
wait, why did it end?
He knows that you're
I want
moving
to
on.
know. Why did it end? Yeah. Hold on. Wait.
I honestly, I don't think I was his person. We gave it a good go. I think we had a lot in common, but when it boiled down to it, I just think I wasn't what he was looking for.
Come on now, don't give me. Come on now, listen. We on Hardly in Love right now. I don't know what the hell that means. Okay, when I say why it ended, when you say he wasn't your person, just give me a little bit more detail into that. Why not?
I'll say this. I think a lot of times men have a hard time really sharing what it is. Like when a relationship ends, I wish I can leave with like a discharge package. This is what I, didn't like. I wish this is, you didn't do this, and this. But typically when a relationship ends, it's not a lot of closure. I didn't get a lot of closure. I think for the most part, I had to kind of fill in the blanks on a lot of things. And I can't put my finger on it. Possibly, I'll just throw out one possibility. When he met me, I recently got back into church. I recently rededicated my life to Christ. And I feel as though he needed somebody who was already there. That's kind of one takeaway. I would say my faith walk wasn't as strong, perhaps. And then also too, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna hold you accountable, right? So you say you're gonna do something, I need you to do it. I need you to be who you say you are. I'm not very picky. I don't have a long list, but I do have a standard. And I have a high level of authenticity. And, when people say I don't judge, I judge, but I don't judge harshly. And I say that in the sense that when you tell me you are a certain thing and you're not living that thing, I'm gonna ask some questions. I'm gonna naturally, be inquisitive about who you say you are. And I think that was hard. I can see we bump heads a lot on that. It's because I just need you to show up authentically. And
so hold on, wait. While you speaking, I wanna pull up your IG here. What's your IG?
It's Dr. Smith. Let's see.
Dr. Smith.
Give me 1 second. Dr. Nisha, my bad. Dr. NISHA _ FNP.
_
FNP.
F as in Frank.
F as in Frank. N Nancy P Paul.
Okay. You got it?
Wait, I think something got to be wrong. Dr. Nisha _
Dr. NISHA _ Frank Nancy Paul. Can you see it?
DOCTOR.
Drop.
Nisha.
I'm sorry. DR. Jesus. I'm confusing y'all. I think I'm nervous.
Yeah, drop it in the chat. No. Drop it in the chat. I feel like I got you on IG.
I got you. I got you now. I got you. So you said I'm going to be the judge of this. Now I don't have a long list. And by the way, how old are you again?
37.
Renisha,
I'm 37.
What's the age range you're looking for?
I would say it depends on the guy, but I'm pretty open from 35, 47-ish.
35 to 47.
Wow, you're in the surgery room on that one. That's insane.
Okay. So from 35 to 47 is the age that you ideally open to. Is there a height requirement?
I don't. I actually used to have a thing for short guys, so there's no height requirement.
Good news for the short king.
That's a good. And how tall are you, by the way?
I'm 5'4".
Wow. You seem taller when I met you.
She had on heels. Remember, it was like
I
a grown and
did.
sexy,
I get it.
event.
I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you really popped out. Maybe we get you. Did you post a picture that night? I would have loved that.
I don't think I did.
That's cool.
I think we got some photographer photos, but it'll be too much to bring them. But real quick, shout out to Slave for
I
Christ.
might have. I sent them in your inbox, I believe. Hardly initiated. I think I sent, or your email.
You actually did. I make a pull one of those up. Shout out to Slave for Christ, who has a question for you.
What do you?
He has a question for you.
What's that?
He says, first, do you have kids?
I do. I have a 14-year-old ninth grader.
Okay, so one kid, 14 years old, ninth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what is your view on sex before marriage?
I'm abstaining. The closer I got to God, the more my convictions became stronger, right? So if I say I'm a Christian, I really want to practice and stand by that. And I think, honestly, when I decided to rededicate my life to Christ, that was one of the biggest things that kept me away, is because I knew once I decided to consider or call myself a Christian again, that my life would have to change. I would have to do things differently. So that's one of them. Fornication is not permissible. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, I mean, it answers the question. Shout out to Slave for Christ for sending that over, and that does answer our question very directly here. And while you're here, I'm just going to give another shout out. Shout out to the King's daughter. Says, I'm going to sign up for the dating show so I can prove to Ty and Ryan I'm of age and I am who I say I am. I hope you better be of age watching this show. So shout out to the King's daughter. But you know, I think you're a cool person. You know, we hung out a bit when we was in Houston. I thought you had a very dope personality. You've been one of the initiates who've been supporting us, I feel like, since day one. I can't say exactly how long it's been, but I feel like ever since before we really had, healthy relationship content, I feel like you've been around. And then now you coming and showing love and supporting, this channel, which means a lot to us. And I just think it should be fairly easy for us to find you a connection. But I'm going to be honest, listening to you talk about that past relationship, it didn't sound like it ended that bad. I mean, is it done?
It's done.
Okay.
It's done. After we both decided, to end a relationship, there was no communication between us. I mean, I gave him a little space to figure out what it is that he wanted, and the last time that I reached out, there was nothing. So there was no response.
I get it. So
yeah.
tell us what you're looking for in your next partner.
I am looking for, first and foremost, a follower of Christ. He has to be able to submit to Christ. I don't know, I'm nervous. I don't know. Sorry.
No, listen, take your time. It's cool.
So I'm not only interested in marrying, I'm only interested in marrying and submitting to someone who submits to Christ. I, as myself, feel like a man has to have a mission in order for women to submit unto, right? A guy that's humble. So he treats the janitor like he does the CEO. He's teachable. He's not above reproach. He does have to have a strong knowledge of self, meaning he's very aware of his, what makes him tick, his purpose, what he's passionate about. And I can be a bit of a sapiosexual, I'll say that. I'd love to also date a fellow nerd. So a man that can teach me things, whether it's about human psychology or dollar cost averaging, just someone that I can connect with on an intellectual level as well. So yeah, I think those are a couple of the things.
Man, I don't know, man. First of all, I met you in person, so I know, fellas, she's dope.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
She's dope here, fellas. So I don't know. It's kind of weird in my mind when I'm hearing her. I really rock. I don't know why I'm thinking about Dre. I don't know if I'm thinking about Dre.
Okay.
When I'm hearing and knowing her, because this is weird. Their personalities. I just feel like it could mesh. It's possibility there.
Now Dre is taller. He's like
Dre's
Dre's
a
like
tall
what, he
dude.
like 6'2",
Dre's like 6'2",
6'3". Maybe.
He's a Dre's just a bigger dude in general. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have a preference when it comes to the physical. I mean, good hygiene, clean teeth. It's not, plaque, no plaque buildup, that sort of thing. But
I think you Dre's type though.
Andre, can you come backstage real quick?
I think you Dre's type though.
First of all, it's not. I mean, she's a lot of guys type.
Right, and and this is the thing. She's modest on them photos. Okay.
Yes.
The body is tight. All right.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
I want to
it.
see. Wait. Oh, Dre said, I'm not a Christian, fam. Hey, it ain't gonna work, Dre.
6'2".
It ain't gonna work, Dre.
So
it ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, Dre. I'm sorry, Dre.
Dre did have that Buddhist thing in the back. He
had the black Buddha. Hey.
Look, 5 years ago, we might have been able to connect.
Oh,
right.
She said 5 years ago.
Dre,
Oh, man.
Dre Buddhist Christian.
It's all good.
So that ain't gonna work.
Matter of fact, I got the match for Dre.
That ain't gonna work.
I got the match for Dre. I got a Buddhist Christian for you, Dre. Don't worry. I got you. Hey, but look, man, let me tell you something. Please stay in this community. Renisha. It was a blessing for you to come up on here. Thank you every time that you participate. I want you to start coming backstage a little more. Stop all that nervousness. Get that up out of here.
I agree with that.
I'm camera shy. I don't know why. It's the live thing, but in person, it's a different interaction. But this makes me nervous.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I love that. I love your authentic self. You could pull up with your authentic self and everybody will love you. So don't worry about being nervous.
And we don't hang with folks. We just don't be hanging with folks. So you good people. You good people for real.
That's a fact.
Appreciate it.
That's a big fact.
Thank y'all for having me out.
No doubt. Have a good night. I want to see you up in here. When do we go live? When is the Harley and Live show?
When is the Harley and Love show? He's asking. He's asking you.
Thursdays, right?
Yeah. What time?
Yeah. Ooh, y'all go 7 Eastern.
Yeah, your time. Yeah, in Houston is 7, but it's 8 p.m. Eastern time.
7. Okay,
yeah, absolutely. Central. Much love to you, sister. You have a good night, okay?
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Good night. I'm trying to find that photo. That's what I was doing this whole time, trying to find the photos that she sent us from the event.
It's interesting because it's crazy how the tables kind of turn because it's a plot twist. You just never know how things gonna pop off here tonight. Can we actually bring Jazz? I know a question was asked to Jazz. Can we bring Jazz backstage? Jazz, you still backstage?
Yeah, bring Jazz up real quick.
Jazz, bring Jazz back on the camera here.
And should I get that question in first just to get it warmed up?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get there was a question I was posed to you. I want to ask you this question just so we can get you warmed up a bit.
We got close to 800 people in the chat. Shout out to Slave of Christ for sending this question over. He says, Jazz, since you have a son, what is the father? And how would a man interested in you be restricted on any disciplinary actions that his father would be allowed to? So I think you get that question.
Yeah, that's a sensitive topic. So I've been a single mom ever since I had my son. My son's father was in a car accident when I was 8 months pregnant. So he's not in the picture. It's just been me and my son. So I don't even know if that question applies.
No, I mean that's pretty clear. I think that's pretty clear. And I think that pretty much answers your question for the most part. Slave of Christ, let us know if that was the case. I think this is going to be pretty interesting, Jazz, because you sent some messages while you were backstage, and did you have any interest in some of the brothers that you saw coming up here tonight?
I heard some things, and I felt like I picked up what was being put out.
Be more clear. What does that mean?
Interesting.
Because women are very smart. Like y'all catch all body language. Y'all don't miss anything from a man. What did you catch that I might have missed?
You were talking to me and we were having a conversation, and then you brought someone backstage and they thought that I was who you were referring to.
Oh, wow. Wait. So you saying Pastor Terrell actually had an eye for you?
I mean, you have to ask him.
But here's my thing.
How was that picked up?
First of all, women got that. They just got a sense. But here's my thing. Here's my question. If he did, what if he did have an eye for you, and he might be interested? I mean, would he have an opportunity?
I think he's cute.
Boy, you gonna get Pastor Terrell jammed up.
Let's say less. Bring Pastor Terrell back onto the platform. It is you a star tonight, Pastor Terrell.
Wait, now, Pastor Terrell, you know, you had some initial conversations with Nelly. You know, obviously, it's only conversation. So is there interest here? Are you sticking with wanting to get to know Nelly? What's the?
I mean, he's single, right? I mean,
yeah,
is that you saying he got to be loyal? I mean,
no, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, when you in the club, whoever you shoot your shot at, that's who you shoot your shot at.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but
now you go to a different club, it's different.
I mean, well, this club part 2 right here.
We in the same club right now. We're in the same club.
But listen, here's the thing. I just want to have some conversation right now because we don't even know what the situation is. Because you can also, when you're in the club, just have some conversation and just chat. All right, so let's not worry about nothing. Let's just have a little chitty chat. But first, I want to see if her discernment is on point, because she says that when Pastor Terrell came in, she saw a little excitement in his eye, because he thought I was calling him up for this young lady here. Pastor Terrell, is that what you initially had thought?
That is a fact. That's why when you brought me on and you said, she left off, I'm like, I'm thinking it's her coming back on. That's why I was like, yeah.
Y'all
the discernment is strong tonight from the sister.
Y'all stressing me out. So look, for future lovers, listen, don't let us put you in hot waters if that's not what you want to be. Let us know the situation. We bring you up with somebody, but it's supposed to be somebody. Hey, we don't got no problem. Just let us know.
Y'all are good at making sure the criteria matches. So I was figuring maybe she had a certain criteria that I didn't fit. So that's why I let it go to the side. But then as she was talking and she said she would talk to older guys, I'm like, hold up now. That sound like I'm in that criteria.
Okay.
So,
and honestly, here's the good thing.
Like
here's the good thing,
brothers.
Yeah, she cool with that cookies and cream Hershey's chocolate. You know what I'm talking? But check it out. There's no long distance barrier here. Jasmine is in Duluth.
Oh, Jaslene.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The super chat got you messed up.
It did. It is. It's so much. Okay, Jazz is here, and I'm gonna short it for you, Jazz.
Jazz is good.
Jazz is here in Duluth. Terrell is here in Atlanta. So that barrier is eliminated. And it's interesting because, although there's a bit of an age gap, that's not an issue with Jazz. She actually prefers dating older guys here. Because, we kind of ran into a little snag with that in the past a bit. So what I want to do, obviously, because I don't think you were really on here from the beginning. So, Pastor Terrell, I'm going to let you go ahead and have your own conversation to see if there's any level of chemistry here. So we'll fade out and I'll let you have a conversation.
Okay, appreciate it. I already know the physical chemistry is there, but I want to get on the intellectual part. So Jaslene, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First of all, you are gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful. You just got a sparkle and shine on you, girl. What is it that you're looking for in a man?
I was telling them my biggest issue has been I want a God-fearing man. I've always been the person to lead in my dating life. I've had to lead the guys I was dating to God. And wow, that's great. I could be an evangelist, but not with my partner. I would love for him to teach me something and kind of have his own relationship, a solid relationship that I could follow.
Wow, that's interesting. I haven't heard that in probably ever. So how would you define how your relationship with God looks? How does that look practically?
He's everything. I think my initial relationship with God, I looked at him as just a father. Growing up, he was my father in everything that I did. I would come to him as a father, but as I've become an adult, I've learned that he's so much more than that. Um, I think I think in the Bible they talk about, when you're an infant in spirituality, you get fed milk. And now he's been feeding me meat. And so I've learned he's not just a father, he's a provider. He's a disciplinarian if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. He's everything. And so my relationship with him has grown, and I'm learning all of his personality, not just what I thought he was as a child.
Wow, that's an amazing answer. Is marriage the ultimate goal for you?
Absolutely. I don't want to date otherwise.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what about having more children? I know. And how old is you said you have a son, right?
I do. I have a 9-year-old.
Okay. And would you have more children?
I would. That would be up to my husband.
Okay. That's wonderful. And do you have any specific preferences as far as, you know, again, I know people have specific preferences. Do you have any other like non-negotiables? Obviously, that man has to be a follower of Christ. He has to lead. He has to teach you. I'm a good listener. Are there any other specific non-negotiables that you have?
He has to have integrity. He has to be ambitious. Um, and then, yeah, if he's following God, I think everything else will fall into place.
That is so. Oh, that's a good. And what do you do for fun? What are your hobbies? What do you like to enjoy in your life and do?
I'm an outdoorsy type of person. So, like, I work out, I hike, I bike. I have a golden retriever. We jog a lot. Um, Fitness and health is important to me. So I like being active. But I could be in the house. I like to sing. I like to do chill things as well. So, but yeah, I'm more of a like active type of person.
Okay. And what would you say your God-given purpose is? The reason why He birthed you on this earth?
Oh my gosh, to serve, in whatever capacity that looks like. I'm a servant leader first and foremost. So I'm sorry. I have a business, and people may think that if you have a business, you're like the top, but I look at myself as like the flip side, because it's my job to make sure that everybody is okay and to make sure that I'm serving and to make sure that I'm giving them what they need. But I think my job is to be a servant.
Wow. I've never heard that in my 44 years of living, and it's so crazy to me. And the reason why I asked that question, and I thought it's important, is because I'm very dedicated to my church. I serve as a minister there. I'm a part of a pretty big ministry, and I'm also the director of the prayer room. I have a whole team.
Which church?
We can talk about that offline. I don't want to state that.
Okay.
I want to keep that personal, but again, I'm very involved in the church serving. And again, what I've learned is if the person I'm dating doesn't have a servanthood heart and I'm always serving, then it's going to cause friction. But when you have two people, and see, that works in relationship as well. When you have two people that are just willing to serve with their purpose and their gifts, it works. It travels and trickles into the relationship where you have two people serving each other. And for me, you checked every box that I'm looking for. So I'm ready to get started to get knowing you for real.
Hold on, Pastor.
Okay,
Slow
now.
down there.
Okay, now.
Slow down there, bad boy. I want to jump in this joint now. I want to jump in this because, now that was Terrell, I've seen you have a few conversations here on the platform.
Right.
I've seen you had a few conversations. This was probably the most fluid and harmonious conversation.
The most inspired conversation
I've heard, you have. Jazz, obviously, it's one thing to see somebody pop in. It's one thing to say, somebody's cute, but it's another thing to actually have a dialogue with someone and, now develop an opinion. What's your thoughts now about Terrell? How have they evolved after, obviously it's a brief one, but this interaction?
I love the questions he asked. They're intentional. It's not just surface level I could tell that his mindset and his goals are, from this brief conversation, it seems aligned. So.
And also, I want to ask you the same question. Pastor T, you had an interaction and a dialogue with this young lady. How have your thoughts changed or evolved at this point from, obviously the initial sight of seeing her?
Yeah, they changed significantly because I've never heard a woman say that word serve. They're usually looking to get served, but just to hear her say she just wants to serve, that's what ministry is all about. It's not about having to have a title, having to do this. I just want to serve and use my God-given gift to make a mark in this world that can't be erased. So that really surprised and intrigued me.
Now I want to interrupt here because can I just say Slave for Christ just really can tap into what the entire chat is thinking at one time? Can I just say that? Because Slave for Christ sent over a question for Jaslene. Jaslene, who just called you at 10:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Who was that, Jaslene? Say it with your chest.
Oh my gosh, that was my bestie, my best friend. I don't know if she wants me to say her name, but yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. She passed that one. Hey, lay off of a Slave of Christ.
And shout out to Marianne McPherson, who also has a good read on the post of the lovers in the chat, because she says him or
no, it's him.
Okay.
This man said him. Lord have mercy. We need a button for that.
I can't even do it.
We need a button.
Seems like they're on and popping. Okay, now.
Honestly, I love getting chemistry, from the two people here.
Yeah, and this was clear. That's the thing. This was clear because Pastor T just said what he liked, what he wanted. Jaslene, she picked up the chemistry. I don't know how she did it. She got a sixth sense. She just picked it up because we clearly missed out on something. And did we get do we have to even ask?
Let's just do it out of formality.
Okay.
Let's do it out of formality. And let's start with Pastor T. Pastor T, are we interested to have some further conversation offline here?
Absolutely.
Jazz, what about you?
I would love to.
Ooh.
I would love to.
We got to win tonight, y'all.
I'm not gonna lie, the ladies is really putting on tonight. You had Nelly coming in with the salute. You got Jaslene saying, "I would love to." This is just some feminine energy going on.
We really need some more brothers.
We do.
I really need some more brothers, man. I want to invite and encourage all my brothers. That casting form in the chat. By the way, y'all can just pull up and click that link at any point in time.
Just be ready at 8:00 Tuesdays and Thursdays.
100%. But listen, I really want you to fill that out. Not only is that how we get your emails and contact information, we like to call. This is a small community. We keeping our hands on it because this is a very special community. We do not address as much the singles problem that we have right now. We have a big issue with us being able to connect and find quality connections without all the BS. And that's what we're trying to go ahead and tackle here in the community. So I need y'all to go ahead and fill that casting form out ASAP, my ladies and my guys.
I just want to give another shout out to the lovers in the chat. Guys, if y'all continue to send over super chats like this, y'all are really getting to the crux of these challenges and issues that we have in dating. And they vetted. They're doing the vetting.
They want to help our people make sure we ain't no nonsense.
Yeah. Now, Jaslene, I want to bring up Jaslene's IG back up because Southern Belle just sent in the question for Pastor Terrell.
Okay.
Really, really quality question.
What's that?
Now, Southern Belle, pull that up real quick, and I want you to leave that on the screen for a second. She says, first ladies usually dress a little bit more conservative. Do you think that matters?
Interesting.
Specifically, Pastor Terrell, how do you feel about it? But I want to get I want to get a context of what she's saying.
So we'll go ahead and roll through it.
Take off that super chat.
And it's interesting because I think everybody has a different opinion. This is really where it gets subjective when we start talking about
what's conservative and
what's
what's
conservative,
not conservative.
what's not conservative, what's inappropriate, what's not inappropriate.
And additionally, with the, just church first lady position, I'm sure there's even levels to that. So it may not be, it may not be conservative enough. Maybe that's a higher level.
And
I don't know.
I want to ask Jazz that too, because Jazz, let's say things were to get serious. You find out that this is a brother you really see a long-term future with. I don't even know if he has any problem with the way you dress him, but if there was a situation where he would like you to be a bit more conservative, how would you respond to that request?
I mean, you're looking at my Instagram right now. I don't know if you guys are privy to what's really posted on Instagram. Nothing on my page is outlandish. I don't post anything unless I'm okay with it. And I'm very intentional about what I post because I do have a son. Once you put something on the internet, you can't take it back. So I'm okay and I'm comfortable with the things that I've posted. I think there's a pastor, I think he's in Decatur, Georgia. He just married a woman here in Atlanta, and she was getting a similar backlash. And I don't think it comes down to what you're showing, because I'm not showing much as you're scrolling up and down. It's just, it's fashion and it's confidence and it's 2025. I may not have a turtleneck, but I'm also not going to, show anything that I think is for my husband to see. So I think that's for us to talk about.
Well, see, Pastor T got the turtleneck on for you, so I'm going to go ahead and ask him his thoughts and see how he feel.
I'm so glad this conversation came up, because this is why I hate religion. And let me describe what I mean by that. Religion is about a bunch of rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? Saying what you can and can't do. How she's dressed is nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what religion does. It's put stipulations and rules on just living life and being a human. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not looking for somebody that has to fit this first lady criteria. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people get it misconstrued and they start putting these rules and regulations. And that's what taints us to live our lives to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel what she has on is inappropriate. And I want my wife to dress sexy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what me and my wife gonna do as a team. We are going to defeat religion and we're gonna destroy it to let people know it's okay to be sexy and live your lives.
Strong words.
Hey,
strong words from Pastor T.
So Pastor T, you see the IG. I mean, I feel like we said enough. We got a match. This is the first match for the night.
It is, and a spontaneous one here. This ain't even a dating show, y'all. The dating show is going to be on this Thursday. We got a panel of incredible brothers coming on. So, ladies, y'all want to flood that one. Brothers, y'all want to be there, too, to see how my fellas move. And this is a fun panel. Brothers, you can even come up and even join the panel. That's the beauty of a virtual show. This is going to continue to have spontaneity. And look at what we doing, though, with it. We didn't even plan this, y'all. Promise. Jazz came up last minute. Pastor T, I called him on the phone. Y'all heard it happen. And we probably got a potential connection, for the community.
I agree.
So you guys here, Pastor T, I'm going to go ahead and you actually got her IG here, but I'll send you a text. If I take too long, you can just do I'll send you a text message.
Yeah.
I'll send you a text message so you can make sure you have that one there. But I'm feeling good about this one.
I'm feeling good about it too. I'm excited to see what transpires over the next week or a couple of weeks, so we can follow up with y'all to kind of, see, how everything went down. So yeah,
I'm gonna do something for y'all because I love Harley Initiative. Y'all family. I'm gonna bring some like-minded men to the table.
Honestly, let me tell you.
Thank you, brother.
Pastor T, matter of fact, not only do you want you to introduce them to us, we want you to bring them on and you bring them to the platform, like bring the gang with you.
Bring them.
Got you.
Listen, we need.
Like-minded. I don't hang around no scrubs.
Listen, we'll feature the whole squad. Listen, bring them.
The emojis.
Just show up. Just show up with the emojis. We in there.
Pull up with the emojis. We need them. Bring them out. We need that, man. So listen, thank you so much, man. I'm gonna let y'all beautiful people go ahead. Pastor Terrell and Jazz, y'all go ahead and kick it out for the night. I sent you her Instagram. So Jazz, make sure you check in your DMs because Pastor Terrell is going to be in there very shortly. I could tell with the compliments he was giving, he probably already in that guy right there. So just make sure you check them DMs. But y'all go ahead and enjoy your night, people. Much love. Everybody drop a heart in the chat for Jazz and Pastor Terrell. That's what's happening. Y'all see what's happening on Harley and Love. There's no channel like it already.
Yeah.
We got 800 people in here tonight. I really need everybody to subscribe to the channel. We want to grow this. The more people we get in here, the more relationships we can create, the more matches we can create, potentially the more marriages and even happy homes we can create here. It all starts with a conversation. And I want you to go ahead and join us. And listen, you really want to turn that conversation up. I got the conversation kicker right here. The Harley and Love dating deck. This here is powerful, y'all. We over-delivered. There is 100 cards in this deck. And every single one will light it up. But let me tell you, them slave of Christ quality questions, they write up in here in this deck here to make sure that we having a bomb conversation for your family, for your game night, for your date night, whatever it might be. You want to have this deck handy because it's going to turn you guys up. The link is in the description as well as the casting form for you to be able to join the show.
And guys, if we ever late on dropping this video call-in link, for whatever reason it gets removed, just let us know. But real quick, I want to give a quick shout out again to Slave of Christ. He says, hold on. When I ask a woman about dressing more conservative and I haven't explained what that means, and she immediately says it's 2025, yellow flag might be red. And she sent over another one. Hope it works out well. T and Jaslene, I've learned that a woman's beautiful face will attract a flirt. A woman's figure will attract infatuation, but a woman's character will attract his heart.
Wait, who said that?
That's Slave of Christ.
Slave of Christ is a poet?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on? Yo, Slave of Christ, you going in right now, Slave.
Every time. Listen, just show up every Tuesday and Thursday. Shout out to Marianne McPherson says, I would love to insert.
Say it with your
chest. No, we got you. Shout out to Marianne. Send over a number. Marianne, we got to get you up here.
Hey, let me tell you, and listen, y'all can talk all y'all want, but the proof is in the fruit. We're going to follow up with all our matches, and we're going to see what it really is, because all of y'all be dropping y'all little prophecies in the chat about whether it's going to work or whether it's going to not work. But that's why we keep up with the community so we can see what's actually happening.
That's a good. Right? That's a good point, and we got to figure out. I mean, so now that officially means Nelly, we don't have a match. We did not have a match for Nelly.
No,
so it didn't really work out.
It's all good, Nelly. You gonna be all right with me, okay? So Nelly, I really want you to go ahead and make sure you stay tapped in with the community. Again, this Thursday we're gonna have a men's panel. I want y'all to be here Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. That means if you Central, it's going to be 7. That means if you on the West Coast, way on the West Coast, it's going to be 5 p.m. Yeah, that's Pacific.
Yeah,
but
it's going to be going down, though.
Oh, we're going to have a good time.
So, I know we did like the 4v4, so the 4 guys, 4 women. We've done the 1v6, and we've done like the single shout-out. So, the latest and greatest is what we're calling it, the Love Circuit.
The Love Circuit.
And we're going to have a panel of how many men?
We're going to have a panel of about
3 or 4.
I think we're looking for about 4 guys right now, about 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
But check it out. Here's what we're going to do, because the biggest issue we were saying was, look, we can't just have one person dating everybody. We got to give them different looks. So we fixed that problem. We're going to bring you guys a circuit. We're going to have a panel of men, and we're going to bring several women up for them to be able to date so they have more than one option. So we put together a very fun to watch concept this Thursday. That's going to be allow people to connect, to be able to get to know and to match. And the dope thing about what we're doing is we can do this virtually anywhere in the country. So it doesn't matter where you're located. It doesn't matter where you are. Fill out that casting form. And as long as you dating, you open to dating, long distance, who knows what can happen. And to be honest, you don't even got to be open to dating long distance, because a lot of our people are on your same exact cities, especially if you happen to be in Texas or Atlanta, because Texas and Atlanta is showing out. North Carolina too. And Florida.
Yeah, and we're going to get some fun stuff coming too. So we're working on giveaways. We got a few sponsors that we reaching out to give us some free stuff for y'all. Lots of free stuff and money because we need money.
We need it. That's how we help grow this thing, y'all.
Absolutely.
It's just a fact of the platform.
And for my singles and anybody really, you know, digging into relationship content, relationships, dating, all that stuff, send us an email at info@hardlyinitiated.com. Matter of fact, info@hardlyinlove.com. Let us know what sponsors we should be reaching out to, what giveaways and free things that you would like. It could be hotel stays, movies, vacations. We're going to get back in touch with Tally and Twine and start doing like a watch a week.
Yeah.
And so we can start giving away watches to our singles so y'all can look better, dress better out in public. So let us know who we should be reaching out to, and we'll do that because in the next couple of weeks, we want to start doing like big giveaway, really multiple giveaways every show, like really going radio style in here. And we about to really start treating some folks.
Oh, 100%. And again, all of this is going to turn into the in-person events and mixes that we eventually want to have, but we're going to activate it virtually before we do it in person. I want to see what cities y'all in. Let's see some real quick. Drop your cities in the chat real quick. If you're watching the replay, I want you to comment your city in the replay. We'll probably be coming with some surveys soon and giving you guys, you know, rewarding our people for filling them out. But we want to get to know our lovers better so we can understand how to better serve you, because y'all, when I tell you, we have already made the decision that we are committed to growing this platform, and when we say it, we are gonna do it. It's a done deal. So we're gonna be here every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. I'm gonna keep saying it to you. Remember it. I see Atlanta up in this joint. Somebody put the island.
We got Chicago, Gainesville, Austin, Lubbock, Texas, Phoenix, Detroit,
Rhode Island,
Dallas, San Fran, Florida, FTL, Atlanta,
Brooklyn,
Sacramento, Canada, Omaha, Nebraska, Oklahoma City, Miami, Lithia Springs, Queen City, Baltimore.
Rice good, gay TL.
Really?
Yo, Slave of Christ, you are you really?
He taking out everybody.
Oh my goodness, man! This man here is I want to meet this guy. This guy's a comedian.
Yeah, we got to bring you up. Honestly, Slave of Christ, just come up and just co-host with it. Just ask some questions with because he got the questions. And let me ask you this real quick: do we got any single in the back to help us close out?
Any singles in the back? We got some very interesting comments. Where?
Brandon Revere, hold on, Brandon, what's going on? You trolling back there? You really know?
Listen, if he ain't asking about super chat, then that it's dead. It's dead. If you really want to go ahead and ask a serious question, go ahead and super chat the channel, or become a member or a lover, guys. Okay, those are all really great ways to go about supporting the channel. It looks like somebody's coming on backstage. They want to close us out. We're gonna have somebody gonna come up here and close us out real quick so we can end the night.
What it is
it looks like we just got Christine backstage. Bring Christine up real quick so we can go ahead and close this thing out.
What it was is I took off that video call. Backstage. I took off that video call on mistake. It's been off for a while.
It's been off?
I took it off. You got to keep it pinned to the chat.
Oh, so absolutely. And listen, my moderators, I want you to drop that. We got to drop that link all night long, moderators. Christine, what's up with you, sister?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm blessed. Listen, we want you to close us out, but we're gonna get to know you before we do that. Give me your age, give me your age, your location, and your relationship status.
I am 31. I am in LA County, and I am single.
LA in the building. I love that. She got listen, when the ladies got the shiny face and the bonnet, that mean they ready for bed right there. That means she hit the let me tell you, I know it. She hit the skincare routine. God. The skincare routine is already fully hit, and you know. Oh wait, that's not a bonnet, is it?
No, it's just like a scarf that I kind of wrap. Sometimes I do it like that when I'm gonna go work out. So.
Oh, I'm just roasting it. I'm sorry.
She got it, you know. she ready for the chat tonight. So let's get into getting to know you. So you said you're single, right?
Yes.
And before we jump into it, have you seen anybody that came on? Because we're still trying to find a match for Izzy, man. Izzy's 6'3". I just can't believe we haven't had there's some ladies coming up for Izzy. So have you seen anybody on this show, any previous shows that you think you might be feeling?
No, actually, it's my first time tuning into, I guess, the singles.
Shout out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you guys have going on. So I was just coming back from the gym, and I was like, should I join? And kind of, nervous and whatnot.
No, absolutely, you should join. And I got a question for you too, because I just want to get an idea. Is this your first time ever seeing anything related to Hardly in Love, Hardly Initiated at all, or is this just the first time? Okay, got you.
You know, I've been subscribing, and I appreciate you guys' channel. So I just want to also tell you guys that you know, I really love you guys' channel, and you guys always give fire, you know, videos, and you know, always helping us to learn new things. So, and you guys are also handsome, so you know, killing it. Just I like
that.
So she coming up here getting a little flirty with it.
Hey, listen, she won me over already. So, but we got to dig in deep. No, you're beautiful. So, but you got to let us know some details. You got kids?
I do. I have an 8-year-old that's going to be 9. Just one kid. Yes.
Okay. And how old are you? Remind me of that. 30?
31.
31. Okay. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Okay. And you know, what age preference do you have for the man that you want?
Probably like max, maybe like 40. Yeah.
Okay.
40.
So 40 max. Anything below 30 or?
You know, sometimes it'll be like kind of immature if you're under 30. You know, it kind of depends, but not really. Probably someone older than me would be better. Yeah. I like to kind of be taught, you know, I like to have, you know, a man, you know, a macho man. So, yeah.
Macho.
Okay. And you got a height preference or no?
Yeah, probably at least 5, 7, 8. You know, I like to wear heels sometimes, so something at least a little bit higher. But you know, short guys, you know, they have a lot of confidence. You know, and sometimes they become with that fire. So
first of all, you're the first woman to say that in Hardly in Love history.
No, some of them say that. They say that.
I've never heard a woman come on here and say anything positive about the short guy's confidence. I appreciate you speaking life into my short kings tonight. All right, my short kings got the confidence,
which is most kings. Most kings come at standard height or below.
That's true. That's just real life. That's real life. Okay, cool. Well, look, I appreciate you joining us tonight here. Let me ask you, when pop quiz does Hardly in Love air?
Please don't ask that question, Lord. I barely know that question.
You about to two-step up off the stage real quick.
They're going to two-step. They're going to two-step.
Oh my
God.
Okay.
Somebody else gonna have to come backstage now.
Yeah. Well, no. So I'm gonna help you out. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays live at 8 p.m. Eastern. But I did have a question for you. Shout out to Slave for Christ. Send over these good questions. Hey, Christine, are you Nigerian, Igbo, Hosea, or Yoruba?
I am Igbo and Yoruba.
Oh,
there you go.
You know, I like to claim my mom's side too because, you know, I don't know why we don't appreciate the mom side. I'm still part of that. So I just like to claim both sides. My dad is Igbo and my dad is Yoruba and my mom's Igbo. So
pull up her Instagram real quick. And while he's pulling up your Instagram, well, matter of fact, give him your Instagram, and then we're going to find out what you're looking for in your next dude.
Okay. My Instagram is Evolving Goddess 1.
Evolving Goddess 1.
One second.
Here,
moving slow.
Okay.
We might be on freeze right now, to be honest with you.
Well, we can pull that up. Evolving Goddess 1. We can pull that up pretty easily. In the meantime, tell us, what are you looking for in a potential partner?
I would say someone who is God-fearing, you know, that's number one, just has a relationship. You know, I know a lot of women were coming on here and was like, you know, he needs to be, you know, in the Bible and everything like that and in church. And that's important. But I do believe that, you know, having a relationship with God is more important than attending church. So, you know, really actually having a relationship with God, being a go-getter, you know, going after your goals, you know, being spontaneous, you know, maybe not be spontaneous because I'm spontaneous. So I'll bring that fire, you know, I'll bring that, you know, spontaneity. So kind of someone who just likes to, you know, be, you know, do things, not be boring. I'd also say someone who likes to be healthy. I'm a nurse. So, and, you know, I plan to be an herbalist one day. So I definitely like to, you know, be mindful of what I'm eating, you know, instead of taking medications, taking herbs in replacement for it. So someone who's healthy, someone who just, you know, has a desire to just go after life and, you know, not make excuses.
Hold on, wait, one quick second. I'm sorry to cut you off. Evolving what now?
Goddess 1.
Goddess, GODDESS1.
Yes.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I think I get all that. What about like a money requirement? How much money they got to make?
I wouldn't really say. I mean, like I would say at least 60, maybe 60 to 70K. You know, that's a tricky situation because somebody can have dreams and goals of what they want to do, and they may be on the rise to making millions. So I just kind of say like it just depends on, you know, if the person actually has goals and if they're already executing some of their goals. Because you may be dealing with a millionaire, but right now, you know, he's 30K right now. So I would say, you know, just someone who is actually making money is able to, you know, at least take me out, you know, give me a good time and stuff like that. If, you know, I needed something, you know, and we're dating for a while, just being able to cover that, you know, I would say that's just like the bare minimum of my expectation. And then, you know, work from there. Like I say, you know, I like to be a go-getter. So I love to help people and do things. So I feel like once, you know, I have my man and we have a goal of what we want to do, we're definitely going to make it manifest. So, you know, yeah.
Okay, so you seem pretty flexible on this, but, you know, I know you said 60 to 70 and you're in LA County. Is that enough money? Like, is that enough?
It's really...
Yeah. Can you even stay by yourself making that amount of money in LA County or?
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I make more than that. So I think it really just depends. You know, a lot of times we live way beyond our means. So stuff that would actually be able to stretch us, you know, it's not able to stretch us because we're buying, you know, name brands weekly. We're doing all the stuff and not paying the essentials. So I kind of feel like it just depends on where you are. And I do plan to actually relocate from, you know, California altogether. I would like to be in some tropical place now. Get wear my bathing suits and just enjoy life. So yeah, so I think the money will be able to, you know, it'll be able to work.
Okay. So the thing is, I think we got enough information
to
try to make something shake. We got the Love Circuit coming on this Thursday, so I'm not sure if you're working out and you want to jump on a call Thursday, but explain the show real quick. And then
absolutely. So on this Thursday, I got a panel of brothers, okay? And with this panel of brothers, we will be bringing up ladies that'll be coming directly from our Zoom. So you guys, listen, we're going to drop the link. You guys come backstage. You guys going to be able to meet these brothers. And we will put together a 3-round process for us to figure out if we have attraction, alignment, and if we can agree to move forward and communicate and build a relationship offline outside of Hardly in Love, okay? So it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be a little bit more fast-paced. And we're going to really give the ladies an opportunity to meet some really great guys. And we're going to switch it up as well. We're going to put some ladies panels together and we're going to swap it out and allow the circuit to also favor the brothers as well with a ladies panel.
So the guys get to literally view ladies one at a time and they can figure out.
Like speed dating. Oh my God.
Exactly.
It is. It really is. It's going to be a really great virtual, speed dating segment is exactly what it is. And, it's funny because, today things just kind of pop off. This really is just here to showcase our singles. And we're going to have fun with this. Trust me, that cooking segment is coming soon, okay? Y'all just wait. We're going to announce it. We're going to have a day one time when all my singles cooking in. I want y'all to show me what y'all doing in the pot, all right? Trust me. But
we're about to come out like cooking with Kai.
Oh, listen! Don't trigger the ladies. Don't trigger the ladies.
It's gonna be called Cooking with Taya.
Absolutely. Hey, but look, thank you so much for joining us, sister. Now that you know, when does Hardly in Love air? Every week.
Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 for me-ish.
8 p.m. You got it.
There you go. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
We will be here live, direct, and correct. Make sure you're here this Thursday.
And Christine, I want you to come back because we got a little sample of you tonight, but I want to see you a little bit more, Christine. So make sure you come back and hang out with us, okay?
Definitely.
Just
Thank
earlier.
you guys for having the channel, having such an awesome channel, and definitely I'll stay subscribed. I also plan on being a member, so yeah, it's where it's at.
Much
like
love to
that.
you, sister.
I like that.
Much love to you, sister.
We
And
need everybody
look,
giving us affirmations like that.
we
and
do.
confirmations like that.
We do, man. Keep, listen, we get a lot of comments thrown at us every day. And everybody ain't throwing affirmations
and confirmations
at us. Correct. All right. So what I want y'all to do now, we see my sister already got down with it. She went ahead and subscribed to the channel. I want you guys to go ahead and do the exact same thing. This is that time. This is when you subscribe. And even if you want to do it bigger and do it better, here is how you continue to give and support the channel. This really helps us support, really all we do, not even this channel, but it helps us support Hardly in Love, Hardly Initiated, and all that we're building with these different missions. I really feel like we have a purpose for that, that's somehow just taking us deeper and deeper in media. And each channel that we're building has its own mission, has its own purpose, has its own people that it's going to impact in its own way. So please help us on this journey that we are on, however you possibly can, whether you do so in the Cash App, whether you do so in the Super Chats, whether you do so in the PayPal, or even if you just hit the subscribe button. All of them help us change the world like we are here to do. So much love to you guys. And y'all already know how we do it. Hardly in Love. We are out.